got Meady in.
I've got Finlayson as a backup on the bench for either forward or back, depending on what happens.
He sneaks in.
And DBJ is the sub. That's how I think it might go.
All right.
See how accurate I am.
Well, team's just before 6. Here's Jonas and Dixon on selection.
Of the boys in rehab yesterday, all of them will get up, essentially. We've been managing people throughout the year, and so we use the opportunity to make sure that people are right for Saturday, because that's really when it counts.
I'm definitely a chance after yesterday's run around and sort of last week's running as well. So, yeah, I'm definitely putting my name forward to be able to play, and I'm in still or die and see what happens.
Well, the coach of the GWS, Adam Kingsley, he was asked about Port's lineup and the question marks over it.
You know, matchup-wise, it makes it a little bit more difficult to prepare. It becomes a little bit more unpredictable until the moment before the game. But again, you know, their structure is, you know, relatively predictable in its talls in front of the ball, smalls. So, I mean, the injuries will play a factor. Who matches up if Mackenzie doesn't get up? Who plays key back for them? You know, not worth us worrying about too much. We'll focus on what we can control and what we do.
And what they have been doing has been very good. They took care of St Kilda in that first final.
They kicked over 100 points against the best defensive team in the comp.
Correct. Last time Port Adelaide played them, Port Adelaide were victors by 51 points.
Smashed them.
Part of that reasoning was Rosie and Butters played particularly well. Adam Kingsley was asked about those two.
I mean, they dominated the game last time. All their midfielders did, in actual fact. Bergman on the wing, Rosie, Wines was best on ground, Horn Francis was terrific, Butters. So if we don't take care of their midfield, then it's unlikely the result will go our way. So you know, we're well aware of their strengths, of the talent through the midfield, what's possible if we don't get the job done there. So we'll have plans.
Selection night, you got any thoughts, Stephen?
Well, I'm not playing Marshall, Williams or McKenzie. They're just not fit. I know they love McEntee. I don't. I don't like the fact he doesn't hit the scoreboard. So I'm putting Boakey in the 22. I'm playing Evans. I'm putting JHF forward. And Ollie's the ball midfielder inside. Dixon obviously plays for Marshall, which leaves Finlayson or DBJ as sub, and the other one's out.
I think that's my notes.
That's what you said.
Wish I'd have said that.
Hey, great minds think alike. I'm starting to morph into you. Do you know what that's called? It's called the Stockholm effect.
Yeah, well,
I'm morphing into Jack Cale.
Yeah,
my nickname's Jack.
Or maybe you've got me locked in a cellar somewhere.
But it's a no-brainer. And it all depends on... And look, if you're down at training, please
let us know.
Be a sports reporter. It depends on the fitness of those three.
Yeah.
That is massive.
Supposed to be training around 5:30, so anywhere from 5:30 onwards, let us know who's out on the track and training well. But of course, you're with the Orange Tsunami, aren't you?
Well, here's the thing, Timmy. GWS Footy Club. I must admit, when this hit our Rowey and Timmy G Twitter account, is that what we've got? You know, we've got socials,
Correct.
Facebook and all of that.
Incredible, right up there.
It's had over 500,000, is it impressions? Is that the word?
Oh, yeah, views.
Views, okay. GWS Footy Club, official media outlet, has released this. Well, I think it's clever. I think it's tongue-in-cheek. It's funny. It's engaging. It was a social post. Have a listen.
Hi, I'm Cooper Hamilton. You may remember me from my debut at Adelaide Oval. 12 touches and a clanger.
The following message is intended for those who support the Adelaide Crows.
See, the Giants and Coes have more in common than you might think. So in saying that, and with your September schedule cleared, we'd like you to join the Orange Tsunami for 1 week and 1 week only. Jump on board and deck yourself out with Orange as we prepare to tear the pair.
Timmy? So lines are open. That's a catchy tune.
You're going to take his invite, are you?
No, lines are open. 822 300 00. Neutrals, footy fans, Crows fans specifically. Are you orange or teal? Are you all things South Australian, or are you just anti-Port? 822 300 00. Get on the blower, because boy, do we have a really good prize for best caller.
Oh, do we? What? Get on this ridiculous call and tell me if you're orange or teal and the like. I tell you what, if you want to invite somebody on, Cooper, don't insult them 3 times. In that whole presentation, he insulted the Crows 3 times. Anyway, we're going to get on to a better bloke. He's one of the best at, it's going to be a great prize. He's live at the Barbecue Adelaide Weber Store Mile End. They've got an event happening there. We've got Barnesy on the line. G'day, mate.
Lads, what's happening?
Yeah, well, a lot's happening in here. What's happening at your joint?
Mate, we're about 15 minutes away, Timmy, from launching the brand new Weber Q globally for Weber right here in Australia. It's the biggest thing they've ever done. 1 in 3 barbecues in Australians' backyards are a Weber Q. We're about to lift the top on this thing at 4:30 live in store. It is off tap and lit, boys.
So this is down at Mile End. Give us the address, because I think every Aussie should have a baby Q, Weber Q, or a real Weber Q.
yeah.
Shouldn't they, Barnesy?
Well, mate, if they don't already, there's only 2 types of people in Adelaide, those that haven't and those that are going to get one off me today.
So where are you?
We're at the Mile End Homemaker Centre.
There
We're
you
right
go.
next to JB Hi-Pop Pie. The Barbies are on. There's a party happening here. I think there's a tap of beer or something, a keg being tapped
stop
as
it.
we speak in the background. But we got the boys from Jayco here, Pacific Marine. We got the boys from PJM. It's absolutely lit. Come down if you were in Adelaide. This party's about to get started at 4:30 live in store, boys. And I think you guys are going to give one. You guys are going to give a Weber Q away to someone in.
No, Barnesy, we are. So the best caller or best text on that
Yep.
topic, they will win a baby Weber Q, thanks to Barbecue Adelaide, Mile End and Jeps Cross. Now, you're going to be spinning the disc, because I know you're a bit of a, behind the scenes
DJ.
A DJ of note.
I love it, mate. I've got a DJ in the store right now, Rowey.
Done.
We're going to give away a baby Q to someone who's in store between now and 5 o'clock.
Fantastic.
Fellas, this time of year, footy finals, I just got to say, have a Barbie, have a Weber, come down and see us, but go the power. I've hated them my whole life, but bloody hell, I hope they get over the line. They deserve it. Oh, Timmy swayed me.
You're a good man, Barnesy.
Barnesy,
Look at that.
Barnesy.
He's not with the tsunami.
Get on the orange tsunami, mate, and get down to the Barbecue Adelaide, Mile End and Jeps Cross. And as Barnesy says, Timmy,
Get lit.
Fantastic. So a great prize for Barnesy.
How good's that?
We thank Barbecue Adelaide
He's
Weber
so
Stores
generous.
for joining us. A baby Weber Q to give away. 82230000. Get on the line. Lots to get through tonight. Are you on the wagon of the orange team, or are you on the teal on this Saturday night? Caroline Wilson to join us. We've got 2004 Premiership players for Port Adelaide. Brett Montgomery, who's an assistant coach for the Giants, funnily enough, and Dean Brogan, who did play for the Giants, to join us later in the program. We'll also cross to France. We'll chat Wallabies, and we've also got another double pass for the Port Giants semi-final this Saturday night. Get on the phone. It's 17 after 4.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show. 5AA is proud to present Australian music icon John Williamson. This year, John's celebrating his 53rd year in the entertainment industry.
I've been around the world a couple of times, or maybe more.
5AA wants to get you along to experience the legend as he performs some of his biggest hits from his career, accompanied by his full band.
Blue blood.
Make sure you keep it on 5AA for your chance to win tickets. Don't miss John Williamson, True Blue himself, at Her Majesty's Theatre on Saturday, October 14. Book now at Ticketek.
Oh, if only the old fisherman next door stopped scaling his catch right under my bedroom window. The smell is rank.
At Sip and Save, we get others can be a bit on the nose.
You know, just once, it'd be nice if my son didn't return my car on empty.
We aim to fill each visit with top-notch service.
Oh, there's nothing worse than not getting the extra pickles you ordered on your cheeseburger.
You can expect more from Sip and Save. More deals, more range, more service.
Sip and Save. There's more in store.
We love our vast, rugged country, but out here is no place to break down. For 50 years, the team at Terrain Tamer have been engineering, testing and manufacturing off-road four-wheel drive parts. Over this time, we've learnt what is reliable and how we can strengthen a vehicle to ensure a safe journey. With Australia's largest range of four-wheel drive parts, we're the four-wheel drive specialists. So you can be sure no matter where you are in Australia, the Terrain Tamer team will be there to help you get home. With Terrain Tamer, you're in safe hands.
Are you orange or teal for a Weber Q? Lines available. Take them
Little
after the
baby
break.
Q.
Yeah,
Yeah.
still 27 degrees outside.
Oh,
too, by the way.
beautiful night.
Hey, 5AA's favourite is Barnesy. Barnsy's from Barbecue Adelaide at Weber Store, Jeps Cross and Mile End. They've got a party on down there.
Hey.
Get down there now. How's this? It actually is a massive announcement. Barnesy was in the other day and he was that excited. Weber has just released a brand new Q range.
Now, you know, 30% of all Barbies sold in Australia are Weber Qs. Now, Barnesy, when he was in the other day, said to me, he said, Timmy, this is like the launch of a new iPhone being done in Adelaide. That's how big it is. So get down there. They're legendary, and the new queues are packed with features like a bigger cooking surface, patio carts, and easy access to your gas bottle. So new colours, they're built to reach higher temperatures, which is brilliant. Perfect for the old pork crackling.
Oh, God.
My favourite.
That baby queue I have on my boat, I wouldn't go out without it now. Love it. It's going to be a hit this summer, no doubt about it. So get down to Jeps Cross and Mile End. Barnes, he'll be threshing them in store every day. Just show you how it is. It's just one of the great things. Just get lit with Barnes.
Oh, yeah. Get down to Barbecue Adelaide Weber stores, Mile End and Jeps Cross. He's got the big show happening at Mile End tonight. Get down there today or this weekend and prepare to get lit.
Want to see your bank account grow by $100,000? Get your Hospital Research Foundation home lottery tickets by midnight tomorrow, and you could be one of 5 winners getting a $100K payday. Every ticket stays in over 10,000 draws, including the $5 million Hyde Park Grand Prize. Get your tickets by midnight tomorrow. See full details at homelottery.com.au. That's homelottery.com.au. Licence M14411.
It's easy to get behind the wheel of a new Mawson Lakes Volkswagen right now. In fact, it's ridiculously easy. All you need to do is head to the showroom on Salisbury Highway. Check out the range of new and demo Volkswagens on sale now, and then pick your favourite. How easy is that? All stock is ready for immediate delivery, with easy finance options available. And remember our next day servicing. Mawson Lakes Volkswagen, Salisbury Highway, just a short drive from the city.
Thinking of painting and don't know where to start?
We do, because we know paint at Crowey's.
So, visit Crowey's. And while you're there, join Crowey's Club to get 10% off everything.
We know paint at Crowey's.
With more stores close to home and everyday low prices, great food lives at Foodland, the mighty South Aussies.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
21 minutes after 4 on this Thursday, we're asking you the question, are you orange or teal? All for a baby Weber queue that we're giving away. You can see the all-new Weber queue at Barbecue Adelaide Weber stores. They're out at Jeps Cross and Mile End, and prepare to get lit. Thank you to Barnesy and the team. We'll get to your calls in a second, 8223 0000. Let's check your traffic.
Afternoon at Happy Valley, a crash on Grand Junction Road near Awonga Road. Another collision, this one's at Salisbury South, Kings Road near Cross Keys Road, and Valley View Road plates in use due to a hole in the road, Grand Junction Road near Paul's Drive. Power lines down at Jeps Cross due to a fallen tree, Port Wakefield Road near Matthews Road, with cameras today, Saints Road, Salisbury Park, and Shepherdston Road at Parafield Gardens. Collisions with stationary objects are common in SA. Please drive safely. Search Amy Crash Index for more. Data sourced and analysed from Suncorp Group's network of brands motor insurance claims in FY23. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Oh, Timmy, sorry. Are you orange or teal? I know what you are. What are you, Jordan?
Orange, Sally.
Oh.
Tell us why.
That video that they put up, GW, they've done a lot of them, and they've been really quite funny. They did one for the Saints a couple of weeks ago. No, their social team's really good. And just a quick one. Is it true the game hasn't sold out yet?
No, it's not sold out. Nah.
Oh. Well, there you go. I think if that was a Crows game, I think they would have sold out in a couple of minutes, Rowey.
Jordan, if you want tickets, stay with us because we've got some doubles to give away and Timmy's Secret 7.
Yeah, don't be so sure about that, Jordan. You only averaged 38,000 at the Adelaide Oval this year, so I wouldn't be so sure about that. Let's go to Murray. G'day, Murray.
Good comeback. Was it more than
G'day, fellas.
Just 100 more, that was it.
Murray.
G'day, Murray.
Yeah, I'm a Crows supporter, but I'm going orange.
Orange, all right.
Absolutely, mate. I grew up barracks for Norwood, adopted the Crows when they came in, and, you know, I'll swap next week. If they can get up and beat GW, that's all. I'd rather see Port go into the grand final with Collingwood.
Oh, 100%.
All right, we might try this again next week, Murray.
But I think Murray sums me up. I'm anti-Victorian. I'm Port over a Collingwood team, but I'm an orange team over a teal team. Well, what about you, Rick?
Yeah, how we going, Rick?
How are we going, boys?
All right.
Are you both okay today?
Yes,
good.
Thank you.
Tim's
Absolutely.
a bit nervous. I got nothing on it, so I'm happy.
Nah,
Rick.
I know where Rick's going. Thanks very much for that.
Okay, day.
Nah,
Good on you, Rowey, you bugger. Yeah, look, I'm an orange. I just love the energy Green brings to it. And, once he lights up,
He just inspires the whole team. And I'm a Crow supporter myself, you know, so there's a little bit of bias to Port as well, but I am an Orange
this
time around. And, we had a bit of bad luck with our cooker, so hopefully we get a shot at this little baby.
You have a chance.
That's what
for
I was
Weber
looking
Q,
for,
mate.
Rick, was
You're
a bit
an
of
Orange
begging.
And you'll be humming this song all Saturday, I reckon. It's very catchy, Timmy. Are you orange or teal for a Weber Q? Just on Toby Green, the most watchable player in the AFL.
Well, they got 2 greens in the orange.
Hello, Brett.
Yeah, g'day, boys. Look, I'm a North Adelaide supporter / Crows supporter, as you probably well know. And I remember the 1989 grand final, and I could remember at half time saying to the old man, Dad, I'm going. He said, no, you're not, you're staying. I said, no, I'm going. He said, if you go, he goes, you can walk home. And I said, okay, no worries, I'm going. So I walked out of the stadium. This is probably, sort of around about the start of the third quarter. I'm walking out. I kid you not, I got pooped on by a magpie. And from that point on, I'm never barracking for Port again. And that's it. So I'm on the Orange bandwagon.
Okay, Brett, I totally...
Good on you, Brett.
I actually get that, Brett. I
It's
actually
5-0.
understand that.
Where's the teal? Where are the teal people?
I think they've already got a baby Q.
Sure.
They've already got one. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hello,
you
Lockie.
heard, Barnesy, 30% of
this could
whole
be
of
6-0.
Australia's got
Lockie, is it 6-0?
Mate, no, absolutely. Like, you call yourself a true blue Crows or Port supporter, you don't go for the other team out
Correct.
of heart. You're 100% Orange Tsunami. Toby Green's going to kick 6. Go the Giants, 100%. Crows all the way, but nah, Giants on the weekend for sure.
Well, Lockie, I respect the fact that there's no way you could barrack for Port and vice versa. I do respect that, Lockie, so I'm writing your name down.
Somebody mentioned to me in the sport room today that if Port do lose Saturday night, the first caller should be me on the boat at Wallaroo playing my trumpet to the tune of this.
I don't think
Would that be funny?
I don't think that call will be patched through.
Timmy, but would it be funny?
Not for me.
Not for
No,
you.
not for me.
And I'm not doing it. I love you, mate.
Yeah.
You know that.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it. It's just the way everyone's wired.
It just brings you joy. I can see that.
We're just all wired a different way.
Let's go to Victor Harvard. G'day, Dean. Surely
Hello,
you're
mate,
teal,
how are you?
Dean. Surely.
Well, my dad just passed away about a month ago, and he was a mad Port Adelaide barracker.
Good man.
But I'm a mad Nord barracker, and I hate Port with a passion. I would not even barrack for Port if they were playing Russia at the moment. So I think you'd have to say that I love my dad that much, but I'm Orange, mate. I just can never be teal.
Gee, all right.
Dean, you're in the running. 8-0. 8 teal. No teal.
No, not one.
Now we're not vetting these. That was 8-0.
Oh, absolutely.
Where's the teal? Come on, fight back.
Have you say 82230000? Are you
Wow.
on the Orange Army for this weekend? We'd love to hear from all of you. Best winner, the best caller goes through for the Baby Q Weber giveaway this afternoon. All thanks to Barbecue Adelaide Weber stores. It's 28 minutes after 4. We'll take more of your calls shortly. Brett Montgomery from the GWS Giants next.
The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G. 5AA Breakfast.
Qantas yesterday lost its battle to overturn a federal court ruling that it illegally sacked almost 1,700 workers and outsourced their jobs during the pandemic.
Informing Adelaide.
Given how much money Qantas got through JobKeeper of itself suggests that jobs are going to be kept.
That was the whole point.
We also learned, courtesy of this trial, that every senior judge in Australia is a member of the Qantas Chairman's Club.
6 a.m. weekdays on 5AA.
Aldi has won CanStar Blue's Most Satisfied Customers Award for supermarkets for the 6th year running, and is the only supermarket to be rated 5 stars for value for money. We couldn't have done it without you or your love of low prices, so take a bow, Aldi shoppers. Unless you're driving. Hey, eyes on the road, you! Aldi. Good. Different.
The referendum is coming soon. It's important you're enrolled to vote. If you've recently changed your name or address, turned 18 or become an Australian citizen, you must update your details or enrol now. Check your details or enrol online at aec.gov.au or pick up a form from any AEC office and return it this week. When you vote, your answer matters. Enrol or update your details before 8 p.m. on Monday the 18th of September. Authorised by the Electoral Commissioner, Canberra.
Now, it's tough being a cocky in Australia. You know what a cocky is?
Yeah, farmer.
He's a farmer.
Yeah.
Droughts, floods, the scorching sun. I mean, when you're not careful, you get branded by your own seatbelt.
Well, Australia's tough, but the trailers at Adelaide Trailer Sales are even tougher. Let me tell you, they're built from 100% Aussie steel to handle whatever you can put them through.
So how's this? When you're carting feed, moving livestock, mending fences, spraying crops, and doing the million things that you do to keep the farm running, you need something reliable.
Absolutely. And
You
Adelaide,
need something reliable.
Correct.
You're reliable, Timmy.
Absolutely. I'm almost as reliable as an Adelaide trailer. Simple as that. Look, they have a cracking range of flat tops, tipper trailers, livestock trailers, and more. So the trailers often are the first thing people see when they're showing off the prize cattle, the sheep, you name it. So pick a trailer that does the heavy lifting and shows you how much you care. And you just do the talking. That's it. You just look at it and go, that's the trailer for
That's
me.
the trailer. And they can tailor them. Get into Adelaide Trailer Sales. I'll say it again. Get into Adelaide Trailer Sales, Morphett Vale and Bordertown. Aussie built to last.
This is Adelaide's 5AA.
Good afternoon, Mel Usher with the latest news headlines. Laws developed to crack down on serious and organised crime have passed state parliament. The Senate committee investigating the abrupt axing of the Com Games in regional Victoria has recommended Canberra take over responsibility to salvage the Games in 2026. Shadow Indigenous Australians Minister Jacinta Price says colonisation has left First Nations people better off as she campaigns against The Voice. And in sport, more Women's World Cup matches will be shown on free-to-air TV when the event is next held in 2027. The federal government has added the tournament to its anti-siphoning list. Now checking 5AA traffic.
Jayco Adelaide's Great Escape Summer Sale ends this Saturday. Don't miss incredible savings on all stock units.
Afternoon at Hope Valley. Look out for crash, Grand Junction Road near Awonga Road. Blair got a breakdown, Old Blair Road near James Road. It's blocking the intersection at the moment with the traffic banked up pretty heavily there. And Salisbury South, a smash slowing things up, Kings Road near Cross Keys Road. Busy South Road at Theberton with a camera, Whites Road at Paralawi. The referendum is coming soon. Enrol to vote or update to details by 8 p.m. on Monday, September 18 at aec.gov.au. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
The 5AA forecast, clearing tonight down to 11, mostly sunny tomorrow, 21. I'll have more news at 5 and as it happens on 5AA.
The Mercedes-Benz GLE SUV combines strength with style and now even more value. Save from $6,000 on the GLE 400D at Mercedes-Benz Adelaide and Unley. While stocks last, terms and conditions apply.
The passing of someone close places unique stress on family and friends. At this time, Farrell and O'Neill Funerals are here to provide reassurance and peace of mind. Farrell and O'Neill offer creative guidance and advice to tailor a service that best honours your loved one. Whether a large gathering or a small, intimate service, Farrell and O'Neill share their generations of experience in tailoring a unique and meaningful farewell. Proudly SA family-owned and operated, because it's personal.
With more stores close to home and everyday low prices, great food lives at Foodland, the mighty South Aussies.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
It is a big final. There's a lot on the line. The loser goes home, basically. So embrace that challenge. Enjoy it all. This is why we play footy.
Trevor spoke there last night on Channel 7. It's 27 minutes to 5. We're building up to what is an exciting semi-final Adelaide Oval. We've got tickets still to give away later on in the program, so stay tuned. But we're asking you, orange or teal, to give away a baby Weber Q.
Well, I'll tell you what, the GWS coming to town took care of St Kilda and did it in a fine fashion. One of their assistant coaches, Brent Montgomery. G'day, mate.
Hey, how are you, mate?
Good, buddy, good. Hey,
Morning.
mate, watching the game, it felt like you controlled most of that St Kilda final, even though they never gave in. But it must have felt good from your point of view, the way you guys went about it.
Yeah, I think that's pretty fair, mate. Having watched it back a couple of times, I think it probably felt and was commentated that it was a little tighter than it was. To be fair, I think we were in reasonable control. But it's a final, you know, and momentum swings in finals can be costly, and there was one or two in those. But again, I think our guys were pretty mature, with many playing their first final in the way they handled it. So yeah, we're really pleased with the way they attacked the game.
Kieran Briggs, wow. The last time we played you guys, I called the game and I watched him in action, and I've been watching him with keen eyes ever since. Gee, he's important to you, I reckon. Yeah,
he certainly is. And I think what people forget, I know he's a big man. He's
22, isn't he?
Yeah, he's just a baby. He's really only played the sort of the 20 games, 25 games. But we're not talking about a seasoned veteran here, but he's putting together some sort of season. He's incredibly important at stoppage. He's got a clearance game of his own. But he's learning every week, and that's the most important thing. I think he's really building. I think the calls for him to All-Australian were probably valid. But again, that's just a testament to the season that he's put together.
St Kilda were the best defensive team by the numbers, home and away. You kicked over 100 points against them. That's the thing that I'm impressed with. Port Adelaide's defence isn't rock solid. Where do you think you can get them, Monty?
Yeah, it's an interesting one, Rowey. We certainly didn't set out to kick 100 against St Kilda. We just wanted to play our way, and we think our way, and I know this is going to sound a little bit bizarre, having not dished up anything when we were over in Adelaide playing Port last time, but we think our best is pretty hard to stop. We make no apologies for the speed in which we try and attack the game, and that's not everyone's cup of tea, but we do generally have a crack at our offence, and there is some speed attached to that. But what we've been able to do, and I think the bit that's been missed here, is in the last 12 weeks we haven't been scored against. So we've been able to get these two things to sort of coexist without being reckless or irresponsible. So I think that's the thing we're most proud of.
Yeah. You got great intel on this Port group. How do you pull them apart at home? The last time you played round 22, it was a 51-point loss.
Yeah, we were really poor, mate. We probably put in two of those for the year, that one, which is probably the most recent, and then one against Collingwood earlier in the year. So when your intensity is as bad as ours was in that game, you really don't give yourself a chance with the ball, stoppage, defence. Everything was out, so it was really hard to tell. Obviously, we've learnt some lessons. Port Adelaide, as we all know, and you guys well know, have probably got the best midfield in the game. They've got leg speed, they've got power, they've got some big bodies, they've got all bases covered. So we will have to be at our absolute best around the ball, which clearly we didn't fire a shot last time. So I think that'll be a start.
You took 15 marks inside 50. The way you entered into there was impressive, to say the least. Were you guys happy with the way your ball movement and transition into there was happening?
Yeah. So, Timmy, that's last week?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were. There was enough isolation. So when we got those, we took advantage of those because, again, against a team like St Kilda, you don't expect isolation in your forward line. So when we got it, we made it count. So that was a positive. I thought our forwards worked incredibly hard for one another, which, again, has been a real build on over the last sort of 2 months. So, look, if we were able to take those sort of marks this week, I think we'll challenge. You know, obviously, Port have got some challenges with who they play down back and who plays on who, and selection tonight will be fascinating.
Hey, Monty, I noticed last week both Hipwood and Danaher ran Aaliyah and McKenzie right up the ground early, and I think it was to test their mobility and then see how they'll go on the way back and the like. Will you guys do something similar with Hogan and Riccardi this week?
Look, to be honest, mate, I think we really do play our way. I don't know that. Look, we've got the utmost respect for everyone we play, and anyone you're going to play in a final, particularly Port Adelaide, is a star team. But we really will focus on what we do. Obviously, there'll be an eye for guys like Aaliyah, who I love to death, but I'd hate him to have a big one. But really, a lot of our time and energy goes into what we need to be doing. So, whilst we might be negligent, we won't be putting our heads in either.
No dramas. Heard your coach, Adam Kingsley, he just said this about Rosie and Butters.
I mean, they dominated the game last time. All their midfielders did, in actual fact. Bergman on the wing, Rowey, Wines was best on ground, Horn Francis was terrific, Butters. So if we don't take care of their midfield, then it's unlikely the result will go our way. So we're well aware of their strengths, of the talent through the midfield, what's possible if we don't get the job done there. So we'll have plans.
You wouldn't be able to tell me what those plans are.
Well, I think the other part of that interview was, I'm not going to tell you. I'm pretty sure I read that in the transcript, so it'd be a big mistake of mine, wouldn't it, to jump into that. But look, he summed it up. We've spoken about it at length. We've addressed our players. We served up something that wasn't us, that wasn't acceptable. Yeah. And to be honest, it started around the ball, and every one of those guys who is a star of the game or becoming a star of the game had a big night.
Yeah. Is Caniglio back this week? We don't get the team till 10 to 6.
He's in there, mate. He's a certain starter. Look, we got over the line last week, which is, it's always take a breath when you win. But to get that win without him was enormous. But to see him hit the track fresh this week was scary.
Yeah. Hey, did you see that your media team dropped about, getting the orange tsunami for the Crows to support them and wear orange? Did you catch that? It's had 500,000 hits. Monty.
I'm going to lie if I say I didn't see it. It's something I can't unsee, unfortunately.
Okay.
I'm trying to try not to get into that. I think they're probably a dead horse there myself. But,
well, Monty, you've won me over. I'm orange. I'm team orange.
I don't think it's the way
I've
Monty
got a scarf
plays.
for you, mate, I'm sure.
Hey, all the best, buddy. Thanks for your time.
No, pleasure.
Well done.
Thanks, Monty. See you, mate.
04 Port Premiership player.
Absolutely.
With Adam Kingsley. Plotting your demise. It's funny how footy works, isn't it?
Things happen in footy that you perhaps, don't always sit well with you, but that's life.
Okay, orange or teal, who are you behind on the back of the media, social media post?
Yeah, incredible.
Let's go to Siv. Hello, Siv.
Hello, Siv.
G'day, guys. How you going?
Good, mate. Who are you going with?
Need a Webbie. I need a Webbie Q, mate, because I've got some whiting fillets in the fridge I can't cook up to have with my black nut Shiraz.
Siv.
Now you're talking, mate.
Siv.
So who you with?
Siv's gone straight to the top of the podium.
Mate, I grew up in McGill with a family that supported Norwood their whole life, and I'm the black sheep, mate. I'm a power supporter.
Yes.
I was Port
good
Adelaide.
man.
Port Adelaide since I was 5.
Good man.
The Stripes, and also having Granger and all that. When I first saw him, that was it for me. I was done.
Siv, I love black sheep, mate. You go straight to the top of the pile, buddy. You support your team, and let's hope that Weber Q comes your way.
Whiting and Black Guts, he touched your heart.
He knew what he was doing.
Well, Siv, good man.
Well played,
Cannot
mate.
be bought, Siv.
I love it.
Cannot be bought.
Well, it sounded like, let's go to Mark at Freeling. G'day, Mark.
Hey guys, look, ever since the Crows were robbed from that right spot in the finals, I've copped nothing but a lot of flack from Port supporters, including my mate One-Eyed Russ. He's been relentless. But I'm gonna flip the coin on this one. I'm gonna back Port in this one. I can't see how they're gonna lose. I reckon they're gonna wipe the floor with the GWS. So. I'm going to reverse it around, and I'm going to try and teach One-Eyed Russ a trick or two here and let him know that we can all actually get along. We don't have to keep fighting all the time, Russ.
Oh, I know Russ well. That's a good call, Mark. Well done.
See, I love rivalry.
Yeah.
This is all it is.
Yeah.
Hello, June.
Hi, how you going, boys?
Are you orange or teal, young June?
I'm going orange. I've been a Crows member for 25 years, and my God, I'm not going Port now. I was brought up in a semaphore, and no way.
Yeah.
No way.
How did you get in a semaphore?
June. We live in a retirement village, and I tell you, the flags go out, the scarves go out, the rivalry you would not believe.
Beautiful. Well, let's hope you can get a Weber Q there. Hum this with
I
me.
hope so.
Hum this, June. Hum it.
She doesn't know it.
Oh, she does.
I love that song. Da, 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 da.
Well done, Junie. Enjoy, love. Hey, Dave, how are you?
I'm going to get you evicted, June.
Yeah, boys.
Yeah, Dave.
Don't you love rivalry? How are you, Dave?
How you going? You Crow supporters need to get a grip. Honestly, Rowey, mate, honestly,
you have to go the power. And look, even if you don't go the power, it doesn't matter because we don't need you.
Correct.
Yeah, Dave.
Correct.
I've been a Port supporter since day one. Brought up in the Magpies. Went over to the power. Foundation member.
Well done.
And I'm going the Teal. Come
Of course
on.
you are. Now, Dave.
Bit of baby
Put the
cue.
shoe on the other foot. In 2017, did you buy a Richmond jumper?
Why would I buy a Richmond jumper?
No. Oh, you wanted Crows to win then in 2017, did you?
No.
Well, look, I'm married to a Crows supporter, so I had to sort of give her a little bit of...
Oh,
you got to be careful.
that's tough,
Well done,
Dave.
Dave.
That's
Don't know where your bread's buttered, mate.
yeah, that's a
do.
tough household, Dave. Well
I'm the same.
answered. Well answered.
I married into a Birkenhead, Port Adelaide family whose maiden name was Williams.
Yeah.
Married Foss.
And you're still here.
Oh, God. Hello, Tia.
Hello, boys. How are you?
Are you orange or teal?
Oh, orange all the way, all the way. I try to barrack for the Teal in these big games, having a passionate Port supporter as a husband, but weird because he barracks the Crows when they play another team, but I just can't do it.
Tia, don't do it.
Well,
Tia,
No, I'm
don't
not,
do
never,
it.
never. But I try not to, sway my children votes or who they're going to barrack for. But last weekend, my son, 5-year-old footy mad son, came out to me and he said, Mum, I'm barracking for Brisbane to win the grand final. I said, all right, no worries. They're playing Port this week. And he said, yeah, that's why.
Oh,
and then he comes
God,
out on Monday morning and said, Mum, I'm barracking for GWS.
Tia.
Win the grand final.
There you go,
They're
Tia.
playing Port this week, mate. And he said, yeah, exactly, that's why.
Tia, my youngest daughter's name's Tia. I'm now having her name changed by Depol after
Oh,
this
Oh,
phone
no,
call.
sorry.
It's a beautiful
Sorry,
name.
Timmy,
No.
sorry.
Tia, well done. Don't you dare change. Hello, Kathy.
Hello, boys. I'm going for the orange. Where are all the Port supporters?
Well, I don't know. I do not know. They either don't
They
listen
only-
to us or...
They only come out when they're winning. They're in their little
Correct.
hole.
Yeah, Kathy. They're scared. They're nervous. They know they're banged up. Teams drop 10-6.
Kathy, they've already got baby
Half
cues.
their defence is on one leg.
They got the big Weber queue. They're already.
Oh, God.
That's where the 30% are that Boundsy told me have been sold. They're all at Port Adelaide.
So, Kathy, do you hum this song? Do you reckon you could, is that going to blurt out in your house Saturday night?
Definitely.
Well
Do you think the Port supporters will come to your barbecue? I don't think so.
Wouldn't have thought so, Kath. Hello, Dave at North Haven.
Timmy, I'm with you, matey.
Yeah,
good man.
Dave. Come on,
Good man.
Dave, fire up!
Us Port supporters ain't getting on because your producer hates us all, mate, you know?
That's not true.
I love
But you know something?
Now fire up, Dave!
You know something, Timmy?
Yes, my friend.
I was going to go to a second-hand store and get about a half a dozen or a couple dozen wooden spoons. You give a half a dozen to your mates there, the producer and yourself, Rowey, and all those bananas that rang up for Crows, give them one too, because they're the only team in South Australia who's won the wooden spoon.
That's true. Now, Dave, you be happy. DBJ might be dropped. I think Finlayson might be out.
There's no big loss, mate. No big loss.
Okay. You think you can
We'll
win?
win anyway. We dropped some of these, what I said before, and you cut me off.
Yeah.
We've
We got a
never
good
cut
chance.
you off,
Nah,
Dave.
we had to.
Oh, did we?
He
Oh,
went-
no, you're
right.
small.
That's all rubbish cutting me off a word like that.
Well, I agree,
You go to the
Dave.
Norwood Hotel, the Finn Hotel there in Norwood there.
Yeah, Finn McCall's.
You know what they call there? A drink?
What?
Nah.
Fresh pussies.
Oh,
We're
that's
not-
gone
and
as
now Dave's
well.
just really...
Dave!
That's got a second
Got
time.
himself another band.
Andrew, now do not repeat that. You're on. Dave's going to get banned away. He's going. I love him. I'd love to take him fishing, that bloke.
Oh, yeah.
He'd be a ripper.
Come down
Hello,
to North
Andrew.
Haven.
Yeah, orange or teal?
Well, we're talking about the orange tsunami, and as a genuine tsunami survivor myself from 2004, I'm on the orange. And tell you what, it was a bad year in my life because Port won the flag that year too.
Oh, Andrew, tell us about that. So you got washed away, or how was all that?
Yeah, so me and my wife were at Patong in a resort, and we literally we were waiting for a bus to take us to a beach from the hotel, and we literally saw the wave coming and just pretty much legged it onto the roof of the hotel and saw it all smash apart.
Oh, my God.
Cars everywhere, and yeah, we were lucky enough to make it out with most of our gear as well. So yeah,
Good man.
we ended up going back to Thailand to get married too. So
Andrew, did it
a couple of
change
years
your
later.
life? Did you think, for the grace of God go I? Has it changed how you live?
Definitely puts puts a lot of things in
Doesn't it?
perspective, and yeah, it makes you think about pretty much everything you do. I
Well
mean,
done.
yeah, it was a very traumatic time for a lot of people, but yeah, we were lucky to get out pretty much a couple of days later, and most of the Aussies did get evacuated straight away, but a nice barbie is good to get that, wash it away.
Glad we still got you, Andrew, you and your partner. Well done for going back and supporting Thailand. God, that
Nearly
was
20
horrific.
years ago, isn't it? 19
How can
years
that be-
ago.
How can that
Boxing
be that
Day.
long ago?
Yeah, it's...
And it was at Boxing Day, it was too.
It's where you sometimes, and you might notice that you're on the orange team. I think that's better to say than... Because unfortunately that tsunami took lives.
Natural
disaster.
Oh. Well, it touched home here with a number of South Australians.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Andrew, and sorry I had to rehash that.
Yeah.
Hello, Barry.
Oh, good afternoon, gentlemen.
Well, you sound like a till man.
Yeah, I'm a till man. Orange tsunami, when they come here the other week, it's more like a laugh.
Oh, Baz, we can't hear you. Do a pirouette. Stand on your head. Barry, we can't hear
Yeah, sorry. Can you hear me better now?
That's better.
That's better, Barry. Yeah. Go for
Yeah,
it.
okay. I said, when they come here 2 months ago, it was more like half a glass of orange juice than a tsunami.
Yeah,
they might get to a 1 litre bottle this week, but they ain't going to get anywhere else.
Well done. 51 points.
Good spirit,
you beat
Barry.
Was that round 22?
Yeah, it
Smashed
was.
them. Where did Ollie Wines play?
In the middle.
guts. What did JHF do? Kick 3 up the front. Where did Bergman play?
Bergman on the wing, kick 3.
Oh,
Best quarter.
Go back to that.
That's my team. G'day, Robin.
Hi, Tim. How you going?
Good, my friend.
Good. Well, I'm a Crows supporter, avid Crows supporter, but I'm also South Australian. So I'm going for the Teal for sure.
Yeah,
Thank you, Robin.
Robin, well done.
Thank you very
But
much.
was it hard? Was it a hard decision, or you're South Australian first and foremost?
That's right. And Toby Green is a pest.
Oh.
He has burnt the Crows so many times. I can't stand him. I mean, he's so good, but he's so annoying.
Yeah, he's one of those blokes that you want on your team, not against your team.
Well, now Robin is the first to be a Crow supporter that is firstly and foremostly South Australian.
We have Mark as well. Mark rang
good.
up
So
because
that's
his mate
2.
Russ,
Okay.
he said, he's
And we've got a Weber
sick
queue
of
up
Russ.
for grabs. I
Yeah.
reckon Robin could be in the
Oh,
running.
yeah. I
When are
like
we going to give
Russ.
this away for?
I like Dave. I like Dave. I
End of
like
the show.
Brett.
Okay.
We'll
the end of the show.
We'll put the names in a hat and bring it out. That's the only fair way.
Thank
to do it.
you, Robin.
Keep your calls coming in. We're loving this. Orange or teal. It's all for that baby Weber Q. Thanks to Barbecue Adelaide Weber stores. And just before we go to the break, if you'd like to head along to the AFLW this weekend, we've got a family pass to give away right now. It's 2:30 Saturday afternoon. Crows take on Essendon down at Unley Oval. The number to call right now, 8223 0055. Get involved. Family pass up for grabs. On the other side of this break, Rowey's going to give us a little bit of intel he's heard on some player movement, and it might
Rumours.
involve the Crows and Port.
Well, they're a bit stronger than rumours. I know it is the silly season. What, the
Tell.
trade period starts the 9th of October?
October 6th, I think, the free agency, isn't it?
And then there's free agency before that. But this is the trade. We've got some mail from the Crows front and Timmy, your team, the Port front.
Wow.
We will do all that on the other side of this. Here's your traffic.
G'day there. Got a crash to look out for at Hope Valley, Grand Junction Road near Awonga Road. At Blair, breakdown, Old Blair Road near James Road. They're currently blocking the intersection, causing delays. At Valley View, road plates in use due to a hole in the road, Grand Junction Road near Paul's Drive. Cameras today, Port Road, West Hindmarsh and Whites Road at Parallel Alley. Why does your dog eat grass? Should you feed them grain-free food? Come to Pet Barn Mile End this Saturday from 9 till 1 and let the Green Cross vet nurses answer all your questions. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
The 5AA Sports Show, Rowey and Timmy G.
5AA is your home for AFLW football. Catch Crows and Power Games live all season thanks to Alpha Industries. Sheds, carports, verandas, studios, residential and commercial. Building for South Australia. alphaindustries.com.au.
Your call is important. Please hold.
Yeah.
Your call is important. Please hold. Your call is important. Please hold.
Wait, KFC are doing 24 nuggets for just $10.95. Shut up and take my money!
Not everywhere and not forever. Pick up only.
Hi, I'm Lynn Andrews. The Lynn Andrews team have seen a lot of change in real estate over the past 50 years, but one thing remains unchanged: our passion to help people invest in their future. To build strong property portfolios in either the residential or the commercial sectors. Our commitment to property investment over the years means we have a wealth of knowledge to share. We're here to help you. Visit lynnandrews.com.au.
Now, Timmy, when you cark it, when you bite the bullet, I don't know, snuff it, when you're pushing up daisies, what do you want on your headstone?
Yeah, I thought about that. I go for regular walks through Cheltenham and go and see a couple of mates who have unfortunately passed, and I always look at the headstones and think, well, what would I like on mine? I was thinking a couple of things, like, one, could the actual headstone have my Port Adelaide Guernsey etched into it? You know, I wouldn't mind that. And then I thought with a quote like, Tim wants a second doctor's opinion. Because maybe I wasn't sick.
I reckon I'd have my rod poking up out of the ground.
Which one though?
I'm a fishing rod.
Tuna rod?
My little ugly stick.
Well, like my
little graphite ugly stick.
You catch different fish with different rods. So
yeah, you do.
So you want a fishing rod out of yours?
Well, this is amazing. I've seen some of these on the website. You can tailor your headstone.
Well, that's what we're going to get to.
That's
here,
what we're getting
because it's Adelaide Memorials. Now, what they do, they can put anything into a headstone. And I showed you the one today.
Yeah,
it was actually it was a guitar.
Oh, it was a guitar.
It was a guitar etched into the stone with the neck of the guitar coming out. It was unbelievable. And for over 40 years, Adelaide Memorials have kept the memory of their spirit alive.
That's brilliant.
For thousands of South Australian families with beautifully designed headstones and plaques. So even if you perhaps choose to be cremated, get a plaque done.
There you go.
With what you want on it.
There you go. The headstones are simply stunning and so thoughtful, but the biggest things that sets Adelaide Memorials apart from the rest, it is their service, their price, their service, their quality, and they care. Tim from Adelaide Memorials, he takes great pride in the specialised service they provide to all the families across SA. It really is quite unique, and it's a tough time.
Look,
it's
is.
a tough
but
time.
If you've had time to sit down with somebody like you just said, what do you want, and your family knows that, then you can speak to Adelaide Memorials and get this done. So when the time comes, speak to Tim from Adelaide Memorials for extra personal service. Now, if you want to check some of these out, visit adelaidememorials.com.au.
Don't you hate it when the bus driver stops way past your stop?
At Sip and Save, we know others can leave you feeling overlooked.
It'd be nice if my grown-up kids would swing by without hitting me up for cash.
We want you to feel valued with every visit.
I know, I told my hubby no gifts this birthday, but he didn't have to listen to me.
You can expect more from Sip and Save. More deals, more range, more service.
Sip and Save. There's more in store.
Hi, it's Jacinta Numbajimba Price. We all want to help Indigenous Australians in disadvantaged communities, but this voice is not the answer. We don't know how it would work. And once it opens the door to activists, we don't know what comes next. What we do know is, once it's in the Constitution, it risks legal challenges and will permanently divide us. This voice is risky, divisive and permanent. So if you don't know, vote no.
Authorised by AMA Liberal Adelaide.
The 48-hour event starts this Friday at Audi Solitaire. Unprecedented offers on select new vehicles in stock and demonstrators for immediate delivery. Visit Audi Solitaire before time runs out. The 48-hour event on this Friday and Saturday. Audi Solitaire, Blair Road, Hawthorn.
With more stores close to home and everyday low prices, great food lives at Foodland, the mighty South Aussies.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
3 minutes to 5. Caroline Wilson to join us after 5 o'clock.
Yeah, it is the silly season. We do hear that. The AFL restricted and unrestricted free agency starts October 6th, which is after the AFL Grand Final. That's the Friday. And then on the 9th, it is trade period. And both clubs are going to be absolutely prolific, we're hearing. So on the Crows front, just keep an eye on this one, Timmy. I don't know, it's the silly season. We know McAdam officially today announced Melbourne and he wants to trade there. So we know that. We actually said that a couple of weeks ago. So that's opened the door for this. Number 9. He's a former North junior, played state footy with Mike Holt. Will Hayward could come to the Crows. Now, he'll be a restricted free agent at the end of next year. He's still contracted, but contracted players move, so keep your eye on that one. Pick 21 in 2015. God, he can play. He's played
Very
100.
good player.
His next 5 years will be his best.
Oh, he's a very good player.
He would be superb.
Would
So
be a great pickup.
McAdam out, Hayward in. Now, he plays differently to Gallant and McAdam. He can get up and down the ground. You know, he's that hybrid type of forward, good size. So that's one. And there's strong talk. Well, I think it's stronger than talk. Jackson Mead, Port father-son, and Jace Burgoyne, father-son, are going to tell the club they want a trade. And they're looking for greener pastures and more opportunities.
Okay. So I think Jackson's contracted till the end of 24, and I think Jace is till the end of 25.
Well, Jace has only just re-signed, I reckon.
this year. So interestingly,
a tad disenchanted.
You don't know what club they.
No.
Or is it just
no. This is strong talk.
Just saying, I'll put my hand up to be traded just for opportunity.
Well, maybe I could understand that. I mean, Jackson, mate, I'd have him in the team every week.
Still both young.
Yeah, they are.
But it's probably about getting some consistent.
They've made
games
Jackson really toil away and earn his spot, haven't they? Maybe he's disenchanted, but anyway, we'll wait and see with that. I think that's just strong talk. The other one,
if they go by my selection, he's in this week.
For
my team.
Wow. Teams just before 6.
Yeah.
And just some other player movement stuff. Dylan Stevens has, in the last hour, requested a trade out of the Sydney Swans as well. We know that Norwood prospect himself, the winger, is expected to move to North Melbourne on a 4-year deal.
Wow.
That's being reported.
That one surprises me. Though.
Yeah.
Can't break into that team, though.
Yeah.
And locally, speaking of Norwood, their premiership captain Matthew Nunn has just announced his retirement as well from the Red Leagues.
Wow, premiership captain,
Nunny.
number 14, Nunny.
Yeah. 5 o'clock, we got the news. Caroline Wilson next.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show. Online, on DAB Digital Radio, and on 1395 AM. Talking Adelaide. This is Adelaide's 5AA.
Clearing tonight, mostly sunny tomorrow, 21. With the 5 o'clock news, I'm Mel Usher.
From chips to replacements, make Complete Windscreens your insurer repairer of choice. CompleteWindscreens.com.au.
In today's job stats, South Australia is now sitting at 3.6% unemployment, the lowest monthly rate in the survey's history. The national jobless rate remains at a 50-year low. Michael Packey has more.
Latest data reveals Australia's population jumped by more than 500,000 in the year to March, most of it migration and a fraction births. The migration boost is keeping the economy bubbling along, helping create 65,000 jobs over the past month and holding the overall unemployment rate at 3.7%. Federal Treasurer Jim Chalmers has told Parliament it shows our resilience.
This is a stunning outcome.
But ANZ Head of Economics Adam Boyton says while the result is good, we can't get too excited.
Most of that jobs growth was part-time and the number of hours worked actually fell in August.
Analysts are expecting unemployment to rise over the coming months.
The Premier is en route to China to address trade blockages affecting SA's wine and lobster industries. He'll also stop in Singapore and Hong Kong for talks with international airline Cathay Pacific. Peter Malinauskas is travelling with a delegation of around 40 business leaders.
When we roll up as Team South Australia, government, universities, business, community sector, we can make a difference. China is now South Australia's largest trading partner.
The Shadow Indigenous Australians Minister says colonisation has left First Nations people better off as she campaigns against the voice. Jacinta Price has issued a passionate call for voters to oppose the advisory body. She argues governments must do better to improve life for everyone, not just Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islanders. Senator Price maintains Indigenous people have the same opportunities as other Australians.
We've got running water, we've got readily available food. I mean, everything that my grandfather had when he was growing up, because he first saw whitefellas in his early adolescence, we now have. Otherwise, he would have had to live off the land, provide for his family.
The Senate committee investigating the abrupt axing of the Com Games in regional Victoria has recommended the federal government take over responsibility to salvage the Games being held in Australia in 2026. The committee has made 4 recommendations in an interim report and warns organisations to always prepare contingency arrangements when they deal with Victoria on major events. Senator Bridget McKenzie taking aim at Victorian Premier Daniel Andrews.
For the Premier of Victoria to throw an invisibility blanket, an invisibility cloak, if you like, over not only his ministers, but all of his public servants, the organising committee, who are all still getting paid, I might say. But he also chose to throw that invisibility cloak, nothing to see here, over officials, companies like Deloitte, EY.
Myer is enjoying its best sales since 2005, even though trading conditions have worsened and shopper spending is on the decline. The department store's sales peaked at over $3 billion, up 12.5% on last year. Now turning to 5AA Sport.
The BMW Demonstrator Sale event is on now. Experience exceptional value at your local BMW dealer today while stocks last.
It's selection night in the AFL. Port will name the team to take on GWS in Saturday's semi-final later this hour. Adelaide forward Shane McAdam has officially requested a trade to Melbourne. He played 50 games for the Crows. AFL boss Gil McLachlan has backed the process which saw a player cleared over a knockout hit. Jordan Tunbridge reports.
It's been a busy week for the AFL following the controversial collision between Collingwood's Braden Maynard and Melbourne's Angus Brayshaw.
One of the more bifurcating incidents that I can remember. There has been two schools of thought. No one really has moved their position.
AFL boss Gil and McLachlan backing the process which saw Maynard cleared of rough conduct.
The AFL believed there was a case to answer, and then the tribunal had a different view, and they were quite definitive in their judgment and really left no avenue or opportunity for the AFL to appeal.
He says the league is now duty-bound to look at ways to improve player safety.
Look at the incident and see if there's tweaks or modifications or opportunities to change the rules or modify them.
More Women's World Cup matches will be shown on free-to-air TV when the event is next held in 2027. The federal government has added the tournament to its anti-siphoning list. It means free-to-air broadcasters must be given the option to show games before the rights are snapped up by streaming services or pay TV. And Melbourne Cup winning trainer Darren Weir has been hit with fresh racing charges by Racing Victoria. Now checking 5AA traffic.
Jayco Adelaide's Great Escape Summer Sale ends this Saturday. Don't miss incredible savings on all stock units.
G'day there at Urbray. Car has gone into a barrier, Mambarka Road at the bottom of the freeway. High Valley crash there, Grand Junction Road near Awonga Road, and there's a breakdown to look out for Belair, Old Belair Road near James Road, blocking the intersections, traffic backed up too. Cameras to look out from the drive home, got a few as well. Main North Road, Salisbury East, and you'll find another one, Whites Road at Paralawi. Receive the free bar screening test kit. Don't put it off. If you're aged between 50 and 74, take the kit to the bathroom and get to it. It's the free test that could save your life. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Now the 5AA forecast.
Get the Toyota Forklift Advantage. Visit toyotamaterialhandling.com.au.
Clearing tonight down to 11, mostly sunny tomorrow 21, Saturday sunny 24, a sunny morning Sunday 29. Right now it's 28 degrees. Now let's see what's happening on 9 News tonight.
I'm Kate Collins. Tonight, why the Premier's trying to woo more international airlines to SA. Police pounce on alleged drug smugglers in a cross-border meth sting. Why sitting too long could increase your risk of developing a debilitating disease. The calls for the Qantas board to be sacked, and Adelaide's road crash hotspots revealed. See the full story live on 9 News at 6 p.m. and on 9 Now.
Everyone living with a disability faces different barriers. BET Group draw on lived experience to provide stylish and homely accommodation so people with disabilities can live well and thrive. Choice, independence and creating an environment to flourish in are their core values. Whether it's supported independent living or adapting a home, BET Group are an NDIS provider, supporting people with disabilities in ways that best suit them. Visit betgroupglobal.com.au.
Eat dirt. I'm going to leave you out on the side of the road on a stinker of a day. Or out in the rain for days, weeks, and drag you down a dirt road at 60 k's. Australia's tough. Good thing trailers from Adelaide Trailer Sales are tougher. Purpose-built, ready to go, hot dip trailers and more. Aussie built to last whatever you put them through. Adelaide Trailer Sales, Morford Vale and Bordertown.
Ever tried to light a barbecue in a gale? Or sizzle some snags while it's raining? Don't turn your barbecue into a barbecue. At Adelaide Outdoor Kitchens, we're taking orders right now for summer. There's still time to lock in a consultation about your outdoor entertaining needs, from a custom concrete bench to a full outdoor kitchen with appliances. Don't wait till summer and miss your chance. Book a chat now. Hurry, time is limited. Go to adelaideoutdoorkitchens.com.au today.
I heard Barnesy say the Jayco boys are down there at Mile
They
End with the big Weber Q launch.
TJM are down there.
There you go. So Jayco's Adelaide's Great Escape Summer Sale is in its second week, and it's got to end this Saturday, so get in there. So you still have time to take advantage of the great deals across the entire range at Jayco Adelaide, and believe us, they're not mucking around. With prices like this, Just $23,590. That's where they start from. It's outstanding.
Now, they're genuine savings. We're talking hot summer savings of up to $3,000. So if you need an excuse to play a great escape or plan one, you've got one thanks to Jayco Adelaide's Great Escapes Summer Sale.
Now, if you're thinking, oh, well, I'll go and order it and it won't be in there. Well, no, don't worry about that. There's plenty of stock and there's flexible finance options as well on offer to approved applicants.
Yeah, well, don't miss this incredible opportunity. Jayco Adelaide's Great Escape Summer Sale. It must end, Timmy, this Saturday. I'm just getting a bit of hate from Port people and it just caught the corner of my eye. You know, with the old unique homestyle food text, we digress. So if you're warming to the idea of a new RV, go to jaycoadelaide.com.au, visit the team. Now it's at 804 to 820 South Road, Edwardstown.
New Zealand, spectacular, safe and friendly. The perfect destination for a magical getaway. Right now, Holiday Wonders Mitcham have an exclusive 17-day fully inclusive package. It's our best deal ever. Save up to $980 per couple. Fly direct from Adelaide with Air New Zealand, touring North and South Islands with meals, accommodation and so much included, with more highlights than any comparable New Zealand holiday. Call now or visit holidaywonders.com.au. Holiday Wonders, Belair Road, Mitcham.
Boring kitchen, tired laundry, bland bathroom. Fix the blah with Subway tiles from $29.95 per square metre at Beaumont's. Loads of colours in stock and ready to go. Anything is possible with Subways from $29.95 from Beaumont Tiles.
With more stores close to home and everyday low prices, great food lives at Foodland, the mighty South Aussies.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
10 minutes after 5 on this Thursday, we're building up to that semi-final game on Saturday between Port Adelaide and the Giants. We'll bring you the team ins and outs in about 40 minutes when they drop around 5:50 tonight. We'll chat to Dean Brogan later on this hour, 2004 Premiership star, plus more tickets to give away. A double pass to that semi between the Giants and Power. Plus, we're asking you, which side are you on for a baby Weber Q? Orange or teal? The Giants have put the invitation out. Which team are you siding with? 8223 0000. We thank Barbecue Adelaide Weber Stores for the baby Q tonight. It's a great prize. We'll give that away at the end of the show. But it's time to welcome in Caroline Wilson for Harvey Norman Clearance Centre with great range, price and manufacturer's warranties. Harvey Norman Clearance Centre, 919 Marion Road, Marion.
Sweet Caroline. It's finals time. We love it. Caro rises to the above of the pack with this one. But Caro, let me start here. Good afternoon. Did the flowers or did not the flowers make the vase at Brayshaw's house when old mate went around there as a peace pipe type of thing, Caro? Now, come on.
What are we, American now? The vase. I think we call them vases, don't we, in this country?
Sorry.
Yes.
Well, I think you're asking me that question because Max Gorn, I think, said on a radio show in the last couple of days that he put the flowers in a vase.
Yes, he did.
Now, far be it from me, Stephen and Tim, to call out Max Gorn. All I can tell you is that a very good source from the Melbourne Football Club told me the flowers ended up in the waste paper basket.
Well, Max said he put them in the vase, Caro.
I'm just telling you what I've been told. Oh, he might have put them in there, but did they stay there?
Here we go. Semantics. Let's move on because that's done my head in. Have you got some...
I still think, look, I know the boys had a go at me saying, if he hadn't gone round, I would have had a go at him. I don't think it was a great reading of the room, and I don't think it was a very enjoyable visit. And Max is going to say that, isn't he? But there we go.
Yeah, it's been a tough week on all. I think, now that it's the tribunal's sat and done, I think everybody's sort of thinking, where's Angus Brayshaw's future lie as far as, head knocks and concussions go? It's very serious.
And his brother, Hamish, weighing in and making some pretty strong comments about the AFL and their love of the Collingwood Football Club and wanting them to do well. And
tweeted angry there.
Michael Christian, the former Collingwood Premiership player, although no one is suggesting that he is anything but even-handed in these things. I'm not suggesting that for a minute, but for him to tell the AFL that he would consider his future, if that recommendation was to put the case to the tribunal graded, I mean, gee, it's there's some strong stuff happening.
Yeah, because it's Collingwood. That's what they do. They fight for their own. Now, have you got some selection news on Port?
Well, look, training is not quite completed yet, but if Mackenzie and Dixon get through, they will both play. The expectation is that they will play, and I think Travis Boak will play the whole game as well.
Well done. What about Marshall?
Not so sure there.
Yeah. Well, I think they're on the track at 5:30. So if you're still
are.
down there, Port supporters,
Absolutely.
we need a sport reporter report through with all of that.
We'll get somebody on
Charlie
the deck
Dixon has certainly, progressed a lot better than people thought he would, and ditto Mackenzie, and they're the two, aren't they? They're so important.
Absolutely. Well, we've heard early trade stuff. Dylan Stevens putting himself up for a swap to North Melbourne, and a couple of rumours that Rowey's already dropped. But what about the Grundy one? His decision not to come to Port looks like he's going to go to Sydney. When Rowey said that to me, my first thing was, well, if he's not committed, I'm not interested. And unfortunately, I think I don't know that he was 100% invested at Melbourne. I don't know what your thoughts are, Caro.
Well, Tim, it's funny. I mean, I just wonder if Port haven't dodged a bullet. I think.
I feel that way.
I read that piece in the Herald Sun, which was Port's presentation was heavily footy oriented.
Yeah.
And that Sydney's presentation was lifestyle oriented. I mean, if a player is choosing a town and a club because of lifestyle, then I'm not sure that that's the player you want to come and play at your football club. I thought it was a really strange. I mean, yes, you can be outside the footy bubble in Sydney. Yes, there are great employment opportunities in Sydney. Yes, Buddy loved being out of the spotlight. I mean, is that, first of all, Brodie Grundy's not exactly Buddy Franklin.
No.
And I'm not knocking him because he seems like a lovely person. But I just think if he's sort of put off by a strong footy presentation to go and play for a football club that hasn't won a premiership for a long, long time and is desperate to win one, wants him to be part of it, then I think, I think better off to move on. I was really surprised that, Adelaide is where Brodie comes from. I think Eddie Maguire, who's a good friend of his, has been talking to him about the potential of, being a big face in Adelaide and, in Gather Round, and also, what he could do in Sydney. And Eddie is a trusted mentor to Brodie, but I just wonder if Brodie's priorities, if they're not pure footy, then I think Port have done the right thing. I mean, so they've got Zirk Thatcher wants to come from Essendon, Jordan Sweet wants to come from the Bulldogs, Radaglia wants to come from Geelong. If they get all three of those and they're confident they can, then I don't think they'd have much room anyway.
Probably not. I think Jordan Sweet would cover that, obviously, that ruck this necessity that they have. So, yep, they're definitely filling a few gaps if they are able to pick those up. Hey, the President's discussing the concussion and Richard Goyder at the historic pre-Brownlow meeting. What's that all about?
Well,
like the pre-Brownlow?
It's historic, Tim, because as we know, the Presidents met a few weeks ago without the AFL. I mean, they told the AFL they were meeting, but they're worried about, they've spoken to the AFL about indemnifying them against concussion, not only them, but their clubs and all their assets. They've spoken to the AFL about seeking separate legal advice. I think the AFL have suggested Peter Gordon as someone who could help them, and I think, well, not only the AFL, but even Kylie Watson-Wheeler, the Bulldogs president, has put forward his name, but some of the presidents think maybe there's a conflict there because he's been working for the AFL. But they've met once. They're going to meet again on the Sunday before the Brownlow on the Monday, and that's the day the presidents officially meet with the commission. So they've actually told the AFL they're going to have a meeting of all the presidents before every meeting with the AFL now, so they can get their ducks in a row. So that makes it historic, and they won't just be talking about concussion. Obviously, Richard Goyder and his ongoing issues have become a matter of some concern to the clubs. And interestingly, you asked me last week about David Koch, Stephen, and that report by Michael Warner in the Herald Sun. I'm now hearing that there are a couple of other presidential names, and I suggested Peggy O'Neill, but I'm also hearing that the Geelong chairman, Craig Drummond, is someone the Commission is looking to who could come on board and be a potential successor to Richard Goyder, not as an emergency successor, if Goyder's kicked out, but just a long-term successor.
Okay. When you say Goyder's problems, you've been quite critical of him throughout his tenure. What are those problems?
Well, he's got huge problems at the moment with Qantas, and the most recent findings in the last 2 days do not reflect well on what was once Australia's, one of their most trusted companies. I've been critical of him for his refusal to expand the commission and put a football person on board. It's been 3 seasons now. I've been critical of his clumsy and really insulting process in replacing Gillan McLachlan. I couldn't believe it back in 2020 when he never took a front seat as a front man for the AFL during a terrible time for the game. He left that to Gillan McLachlan, who obviously did a very good job. But I'm still shocked that he didn't go to the grand final that year, that the chairman of our game did not go to the grand final, wouldn't go through quarantine. And I thought it was pretty surprising that he didn't turn up to the first round of the finals either. I mean, I know his son was getting married last week, but they've known about this fixture for over a year. Wouldn't you suggest, if you're the chairman of the AFL, to your son that he might choose maybe the bye round or another week to get married? Is that being a bit rough?
Yeah, I think so. I think the women dictate that. The man has no say.
Women.
We just front up and pay the bill, Caro.
I think that's a ridiculous statement, but either way, there have been so many decisions that I think, to suddenly favour Kylie Watson-Wheeler and, in that sort of decision-making process, and that story that broke, the night of on the eve of Gather Round was just extraordinary, and then to dicker for that long over Andrew Dillon, who was in the very next office, to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on a headhunting team.
Jeez.
And I don't think Richard Goyder has been a strong chairman, and he has enormous problems at the moment.
Okay.
Not with the AFL, but with Qantas.
No, I get that. Well, was it you that told me that there's a contingency over here to get a South Australian voice or person on the commission, and Rob Chapman's name was thrown up, former Crows chairman, Rob Chapman?
This is what I know. Rob Chapman's name was thrown up. I'm not sure whether he went down to the final series of interviews. I don't know who exactly. I did hear Phil Davis's name as well.
Okay.
Now, I don't know who it ended up being, but there was Matt de Boer, there was Andrew Ireland, and I believe Andrew Ireland will take the first spot, but I also think Matt de Boer's a good chance to get on.
Okay.
Whoever the South Australian candidate was, the interview, we'll put it this way, Matt de Boer and Andrew Ireland ended up ahead of him or her.
Okay. Hey, and what about this Tassie news, the board announcements there? God, the chairman of that board, War, he's an impressive rooster.
Grant O'Brien.
My word.
I think it's really significant that their first appointment, though, is Jack Revolt, who is something of a cultural attaché, really. I mean, I think that's a recognition that they need someone to bring Tasmania together, and that's what he sees his role as, to create the fabric or the DNA of a new football club. Jack said to me the other day that he hopes that they can launch a women's team before 2028, and that's when the men's team, it will be no earlier than 28 that the men's team will come, but he's hoping the women's team earlier. I don't think they see it as important to create a second-tier team of the men, like a VFL Sandford type team. I think they think a women's team would make a much bigger difference and have a much bigger impact. And I think Alistair Lynch and, the fact that they've got Launceston folk, Ulverston folk, Hobart folk, a Brisbane-based director, a Sydney-based director, a Victoria-based director, I think this is a pretty impressive board. And I think the fact that they've got a women's advisory committee already, and Jack just really wandering around the state and trying to bring people together is going to be a really important role.
A good one for him, I reckon. Caro, thanks very much for your time. We'll speak to you again next week, all thanks to Harvey Norman Clearance Centre, Rowey.
Yeah. Hey, Caro, are you a orange tsunami over here or are you a teal? Pick one.
Oh, I've tipped Port.
Have you?
Well, tipped Port. Thank you very much.
I know that GWS are on fire and they've picked a very strong team.
Okay.
I just like port at home.
Okay. That's a very populous comment to an Adelaide crowd here.
Well, not
Caroline.
by tonight's feedback. So
Stephen,
thank you very much,
Stephen,
Caroline.
my tip went into the age at midday. You can check it, please.
So
Caro,
there.
Caro, no need to shoot me.
Oh,
Oh,
there's
God,
the other.
it's got me between the eyes. Have a good week, Caro. Speak next Thursday.
There'll be 4 teams left then. Can't wait.
Cannot wait. Prelim final week is a
will be.
ripper.
It's a massive
We love
one.
it. Caroline Wilson, Harvey Norman Clearance Centre, from cooking appliances to washing machines, dishwashers, TVs and more. This new stock, it arrives daily, weekly, yearly, all with manufacturer's warranties. Harvey Norman Clearance Centre. If you haven't been there, 919 Marion Road, Marion.
Let's check your traffic.
A Bray car has gone into a barrier, Mount Barker Road at the bottom of the freeway. Crash at Hope Valley, look out for Grand Junction Road near Awonga Road, and Tonsley, a breakdown on the Southern Expressway near Aleph Road causing delays. Quite busy at the moment, Brighton Road, Acklenelg East with cameras Manton Street, Hindmarsh, and Midway Road at Elizabeth Park. Today is Are You OK Day, a reminder to let those you care about know you're here, to really hear them, because a conversation could change a life. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G. September 15 is International Tradies Day. 5AA, together with Mates in Construction, want to celebrate all the hard work our tradies do and recognise the pressure that comes with getting the job done, sometimes under difficult conditions. We're inviting listeners to call in and give their local tradie or trade staff a big shout out on air. Stay tuned for International Tradies Day this Friday. Call in and give a shout out thanks to Mates in Construction and $13.95 Adelaide's 5AA.
If you need to fix your pipes, call Precise. Call Precise. If your toilet's blocking up, call Precise. Call Precise. If your lights aren't turning on, or your hot water is gone, or a plumber or an electrician, call Precise. Precise.
Precise Plumbing and Electrical. Call 1300 700 200. That's 1300 700 200. Precise Plumbing and Electrical. We're helping life flow.
Or a plumber or an electrician, call Precise. Call Precise.
At Terrain Tamer, we've tried to take all the hard work out of four-wheel driving, so you can be an expert as well as an enthusiast. Our parts interpreters talk fluent four-wheel drive because we're talking with 50 years' experience. We've got all the four-wheel drive parts you'll ever need, so you can toss them in the back for cheap insurance. When you're miles from the closest mechanic, you'll appreciate that advice. Terrain Tamer, we talk fluent four-wheel drive.
25 past 5. I love our listeners. We've got that baby Weber queue.
Oh, it's a beauty.
Just a bit lit.
Yeah, I've been writing down all the names. Going to throw them in the bucket.
This goes straight to the top of the pile. Not that I get to vote because you're the captain.
No.
I love this one. There's a big, big sound from the west of the town, and it's sound of Rowey crying. Timmy.
That's clever.
Somebody call the Wham.
Well done.
Oh, that is funny. It's called friendly banter.
There
it's
it is.
called rivalry.
Well played.
You've got a couple you can read out later. Hey, nobody knows paint like Crowies, and look, I should know, really. I don't know a lot, but I know about painting.
You do.
Fitting windscreens.
I heard a story about your painting efforts today, actually.
Oh, that was a good story. I heard it too.
Oh, hang on. Stop it.
We'll do that after the break.
Here's one thing you'll love about... Oh, that doesn't sound good. Your local Crowies. Well, that's why I fit windscreens now. I'm not a painter.
That's very fun.
Your local Crowies store, look, they've got all the answers. Doesn't matter what you're painting or staining. They'll be able to help. They like to ask questions too. What are you painting? Oh, well, it's a chair, a door, a wall, a house, a shed, I don't know, skyscraper, whatever the hell it is. Crowies store, they've got it for you. Whether it's timber, metal, tiles or steel, whatever you're painting, Crowies can help, and you will love the quality, service and the prices. Remember, Crowies only sell premium quality paint. They ooze quality.
Oh, yeah.
Visit crowiespaints.com.au for a store near you.
Beat the heat with Decor Lighting and their new range of ceiling fans. Hot new looks in ceiling fans to keep you cool this summer. Be inspired today. Decor Lighting, 24 The Parade, Norwood.
Decorate with Decor Lighting. Take a moment, if you will, and recall everything you did with your car in the last 5 days. Bit of shopping, visiting friends, out for lunch or dinner, driving to and from work. Now imagine doing all that in a brand new Cherry Emotor 5. It's Cherry Glen Osmond's 5-day test drive. Take the Emotor 5 home for 5 days. Some T's and C's apply, but what an opportunity. From under 33k, the Cherry Emotor 5 is incredible in every way. Book a test drive today at gocherry.com.au.
It'd be nice if the guys upstairs throwing parties could at least invite me up.
At Sip and Save, we hear you.
I'd love it if old man using the leaf blower at 6 a.m. would do my driveway too.
We want you to get something more out of every visit.
I do appreciate flowers for our anniversary, but something different and shiny would spice things up.
You can expect more from Sip and Save. More deals, more range, more service.
Sip and Save. There's more in store.
With more stores close to home and everyday low prices, great food lives at Foodland, the mighty South Aussies.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
29 minutes after 5. Dean Brogan to join us shortly, and the Port team will drop in 20 minutes. We'll give you that first. Get in line to win the Baby Weber queue as well. 8223 0000. Orange or teal, which side are you on? We'll get your calls in a second. See the all-new Weber queue at Barbecue Adelaide Weber stores. They're at Jets Cross and Mile End, and prepare to get lit.
Yeah, got plenty of good calls coming through. It's been terrific, but you did your Crowies live read there, and that was excellent. Yeah. But I was at the... well, I probably can't say where I was at the moment this morning, but I was doing a presentation on behalf of Are You OK? And it's Are You OK Day.
Are you OK?
And
ask your mate.
I was talking to this guy, and he said, I'm a Nord man, Timmy. And I said, oh, OK. And he said, you know, I remember when Stephen Rowe first came over to play for Nord. Yeah. And I said,
Did I actually live with this bloke for a period?
I think you might have.
Did he get up high in the police force?
Yeah, well, he's doing all right. So anyway, he's standing.
He might be with the federal police now?
He's standing with some guys, right? And he said, who's that idiot over there? He said, because he saw this guy with a thick thatch of hair.
Oh, God.
But he said it was all black, and he said, and he had like a white stripe down the middle of his head. And I thought, what's he doing? He looked like a skunk. So I went home and I said, what's happened, mate? Like, what do you get that hairdo for? And he said, oh, no, sorry about that. He said, I'm a painter and my head hit the ceiling.
Yeah, yeah.
Is that a true story?
I used to always have white hair. Like Rocket Maynard, because I used to get my hair in the ceiling all the time.
Unbelievable. He reckons the first time he ever saw you, he said he looked like a skunk.
Well, good on your halves. Now read out that text.
Oh, look, there's been a couple of good ones coming through.
Because this sums up what today is. It's about friendly banter and rivalry.
I like this one from Anne. She says, no way am I barracking for Port. I'm a diehard Crow. They wouldn't support us, and I've got nothing to do with SA. It's nothing to do with it whatsoever, says Anne, and I actually agree.
I do too.
It's a club thing. Rivalry. It's not a state thing,
yeah.
and so fair enough.
Well
this
done.
one, go and get stuffed. If you're a Crow supporter who's a Port supporter this week, then you're not really a Crow supporter. So there it goes. That theme is just continuing on now. I love this one from Neil. Boys, when I was 7, my older brother threatened to belt me up if I didn't barrack for Nord. Well, 70 years later, I hate Port with a passion, and I'll be passionate about the Giants on Saturday night. That's Neil from Encounter Bay. You know what, Neil? Your brother should have belted you.
8223 0000 is the number. Get involved. We'll get more of your calls shortly. The headlines and Dean Brogan next.
The 5AA Sports Show. Rowey and Timmy G. This is Adelaide's 5AA.
Good evening, Mel Usher with the latest news headlines. SA's jobless rate has dropped to a record low of 3.6%. A surge in migrants has taken Australia's population to almost 26.5 million people. Attempts to refloat a stuck cruise ship in Greenland with 90 Australians on board has been unsuccessful. And in sport, Port will name the team to take on GWS in Saturday's semi-final in the next half hour. Now the 5AA traffic.
Jayco Adelaide's Great Escape Summer Sale ends this Saturday. Don't miss incredible savings on all stock units.
A Rowey car has gone into a barrier, Mount Barker Road at the bottom of the freeway. Left-hand lane closed, affecting citybound. Tonsley breakdown on the Summit Expressway near Aleph Road. Crews on scene there. And Valley View Road plates in use due to a hole in the road. Grand Junction Road near Paul's Drive. Cameras Woodford Road, Elizabeth North, and Lavar Road at Surrey Downs. After opening to huge success in Sydney, the acclaimed production of Miss Saigon is coming to Adelaide. Don't miss this legendary musical at the Festival Theatre from January. Tickets are on sale today. Book at Ticket Tech. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
The 5AA forecast, clearing tonight down to 11, mostly sunny tomorrow 21. Right now it's 27 degrees. We'll have more news at 6 and as it happens on 5AA.
5AA Breakfast. Warren Brown, he made a good point about this sort of retrospective cancellation of people. He said, wait until they hear about the bloke the Nobel Prize is named after because he invented dynamite.
Informing Adelaide.
This is the absolute joke of it. There are things being said today considered totally benign that will be defined as offensive in 15, 20 years' time. Not only will there be nothing left, everyone today will be cancelled as well for reasons that are totally unclear to them right here and now.
Yeah.
6 a.m. weekdays on 5AA.
Nothing puts a spring in your step like saving cash at Cheapest Chips. So live cheaper with these spring specials.
Cheapest Chips.
Spruce up your garden with 25-litre garden mulch or pine bark, 2 for $12. Pick up 1 3-metre artificial grass, $45 each. Grab an 8-litre pressure sprayer for $25. And add rustic charm with whiskey barrel planters from $20. Check out this week's spring catalogue for more spring specials in-store and online. Save cash and live cheaper with Cheapest Chips.
Come on in.
We open our doors to people we trust and care about. And for over 85 years, South Australians have been opening their doors to Rest Haven. In turn, we've been opening doors to an easier, better life at home. From personal care to help with the shopping and social outings, you'll welcome the care that Rest Haven brings.
Now, budget car, truck rental, well, they always make life easy. Now, whether you need to move equipment, you're moving house, moving fresh produce or moving people, you'll find the widest variety of vehicles at competitive prices at Budget Car and Truck Rental.
One of my favourite companies. We support them, they support us. Their service is just excellent. Their range is outstanding. And their price, they'll beat anyone.
Yeah.
They're brilliant.
Very
From
good.
refrigerated trucks and vans to utes to four-wheel drive sedans, wagons to buses you can drive on a car licence, even the big trucks. Remember the name. It is the only name. Budget Car and Truck Rental. Have the vehicle to get it done, and there is no fuss.
Absolutely.
Here, there is no fuss.
No excuses about not finding one. 7 convenient locations across the metro area, including the new one at 354 North East Road, Clemsick, and you'll find a budget near you. So if you're moving out or moving in, taking a load to the tip or going on a big trip, do it with Budget Car and Truck Rental. Call 13 27 27. That's 13 27 27.
Italia Ceramics is celebrating 50 years of tiles for all lifestyles. You're invited to take your indoor and outdoor style to the next level. Visit our award-winning showroom for the latest on-trend indoor and outdoor tile and stone services for kitchens, bathrooms, living and more. Italia Ceramics, celebrating 50 years, bringing SA tiles for all lifestyles.
Why so blue, little blueberry?
I don't know.
But you're full of vitamins, antioxidants, and naturally sweet.
What else?
You're now only $2.79 per 125 gram pack at Aldi.
What's Aldi?
Aldi's good. Different.
With more stores close to home and everyday low prices, great food lives at Foodland, the mighty South Aussies.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
Get it done. Well, the moment is now. Look, Port has been so strong throughout the year. We have the list, we have the resolve, we have the will. The home crowd will be right behind everyone and play like we've got nothing to lose.
That is the Premier Peter Malinauskas ahead of this big semi-final coming up on Saturday night. We'll have the teams for you in just a moment and tickets to give away as well to the semi-final. But just before we go any further, some news has just dropped from Channel 9 and AFL.com.au, 2 separate pieces of mail. A bombshell. Jeremy Finlayson has been dropped for this game, and AFL... Well,
is that such a bombshell?
Hasn't kicked a goal for the last 2 weeks. I suppose
Timmy had him out.
Has been playing for
Timmy
most
Tim.
of the year.
Yeah,
Dixon will play.
I don't think it's a surprise. People
No.
have been very disappointed with the last probably 6 weeks.
But he's been pretty much the centre of
so
that
that
forward
tells
line
me
for the whole
Dixon's
year.
in.
Dixon's in,
or
yeah.
Marshall comes
and
up.
Travis Boak has also been named into the 22.
Yep. And I think that's fair too, Sam. I think that's only fair that he comes in, and I had him in mind as well. So there you go.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll just
Let's go to our next guest.
Absolutely, next guest. Well, it's all thanks to Parafield Airport Liquor home of the hardest fines, wines, beers and spirits. Life's better with your pals. One of my pals on the line, he played in the 2004 flag. He's been an assistant coach. He actually played with GWS as well. We're going to find out about that now. Welcome, Dean Brogan.
Oh, thanks, boys. Thanks for having me. I've been on the show for a while, so I'm very honoured to be on here. Thanks for having me.
Mate. I've missed you.
Welcome back, mate. Thanks to Boy Urban Bathrooms and Kitchens too.
Coxie's business, the great man.
He loves that. Dean, nearly 19 years ago since you guys won 2004, we were talking last week about those similarities in the build-up from 01 all the way through to winning in 04, and Port Adelaide going through a similar thing now. You guys, and you referenced that you had a little theme, and we asked Treaders about it last week, and it's the Eminem "Lose Yourself" was used as a clip. We'll just have a listen to the words now.
If you had one shot, one opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted, one moment, did you capture it? Just let it slip.
You walked me through that song and those lyrics really hitting home to you in 2004, well, the beginning of that season and leading into finals.
Yeah, look, firstly, I can't believe it's been 19 years. How time flies. But, look, I think, coming into that 2004 season, I think because of the failures we had before, Choco pretty much said that, pretty much planted the seed that, with that song and some other things, obviously, as well, that this is probably the last chance that we've got. The group we had was getting older, and we didn't have a lot of youth coming through at that time. So the group we had was for the now, and Choco sort of said, this is it. Basically, this is your last chance. We're going to get one more shot at it, and which correlates to a bit of the vocals of that song. So it was a bit of a theme from the start of the year, and it sort of worked out for us. But Port at the moment. It was a bit of a hiccup last week, but to be really honest, the writing's been on the wall for a little bit with Port coming into this final series.
Yeah, well, I was going to touch on that, Brogues. You told me last week you had some concerns because you said, look, defensively, the numbers aren't good to me. And was it sort of like your worst fears coming to light last week?
Yeah, and look, they've probably played a team that I think are going to be really hard to beat this year in Brisbane. But you are what you are this time of year. You can't reinvent the wheel 2 weeks out from finals with that bye. And Port Adelaide's defensive game this year has been their Achilles heel all year, really. And their profile coming into the final series defensively wasn't great. And Brisbane absolutely slaughtered them by kicking 19 goals in a final. That's a world record sort of pace. And if Port had kicked a bit straighter early, things might have been a bit different. But for them to beat even the Giants, obviously Giants this week, who were unbelievable against St Kilda offensively, they're going to have to improve their defence all over the ground. And if they don't, it's going to be a long night for them, I think, unfortunately. And the Giants are I think they're ranked second or third in the comp for defence as well. So they can defend, but they can also get you offensively. So they're going to have a big night ahead of them. Hopefully they can turn it around.
Might be first to 100 wins, Brogues, because I can't see Port stopping GWS, but I think Port at their best, they can get to 100 points as well. GWS kicked 100 points against St Kilda, who were the best defence after a home and away season.
Yeah, look, I watched that game, and the way the Giants just carved up St Kilda, who are the best defensive team in the comp, they already kick over 100 points. So, look, I agree with you, Rowey. I think it'll be potentially a shootout on Saturday night. And if Port can get their offensive game going, I thought against Brisbane, what let them down, which hasn't really let them down all year, is Brisbane kicked 13 goals from stoppage. And I think Port have been really strong in that area. But their midfield sort of let them down. And that's the line that's been holding Port together pretty much all year, really. And so if they can win that midfield battle against the Giants and keep the ball in their forward half a bit longer and lock it in a bit better, so they can one, not only score a lot more, but also they get their defensive structures right when it's not going up and down in quick motion. So I think if they can tidy up on that part of the game, which I think they will, because their midfield is their strongest line, it gives them a chance. But I tell you what, this Giants team, obviously watched the Giants pretty closely and was there for a while, and this is the best footy I've ever seen them play. And when you've got the best player in the comp in Toby Green in your forward line, you've got A-graders all through midfield, and you've got the best centre-half back in the game in Taylor. They're pretty complete on every line. And then you throw in Daniels and Bedford, who are their hard forwards, who get up the ground. They're a really, really dangerous side. And Adam Kingsley's got them playing unbelievable footy. So it's going to be a massive test for Port, which I'm sure that they, will bounce back from last week. But, it's going to be a really tough game for them.
On another front, Brodie Grundy, who Port were obviously interested in and bringing home. It looks like he's going to go to Sydney and not come to Adelaide. For me, I was saying, unless Brodie's 100% committed, you probably don't want to get him half committed. And Jordan Sweet now saying that he wants to come, a 25-year-old who hasn't played a lot of games. Do you think that's a better option for Port, that they can now look to a future with a guy that's 25 and one that's not 30?
Yeah, no, it's a really good call, mate. I think if you can get Grundy and he's 100%, like you just said, then all go for it. But to miss out on Grundy and get Sweet is a really good, it's a really good win, really. I mean, he's 25. Apparently, he's one of the best ruckmen in the VFL, and he's done his apprenticeship behind English, who's the All-Australian ruckman. So he's done a pretty good apprenticeship. So he'll probably come into this side and be ready to go. And like you said, he's only 25, so you can potentially get another 7 or 8 years out of him. And he probably doesn't come with the Brodie Grundy price tag either. So I think it's a great win for Port. And, again, it's another player from interstate wanting to come home and coming to Port. So it's a big win for them. And, it's just another big ruckman to add to their list, because we're not sure where a couple of those boys will end up after the season. Does Lycett stay? What happens to Hayes? And is Vicentini ready? So to have a 25-year-old come in that's done a really good apprenticeship on English is a big win for Port.
Well done. So, Brogues, are you Team Orange or are you Team Pear?
Oh, look, I'm always Team Port, but
of course you are.
It'll break my heart, but I'll get over it pretty quickly if I can support the Giants through the final series. So whoever wins, I'll be barracking for them anyway the week after to beat Collingwood. As long as one of those teams can beat Collingwood, I'll be happy. But definitely Port Adelaide. I think they can win this weekend, but it's going to be tough for them.
Excellent, Brogues. Thanks very much for coming on. Appreciate it, mate. We won't leave it as long next time. How's that sound?
Thanks for having me on, fellas. Thank you very much.
Well done, big man. Of course, one of the key players in Port Adelaide's 2004 Premiership team, Dean Brogan.
He was super competitive.
Now, he's one of our pals.
Oh,
we've got to mention
let's do that.
the great people who support us from Parafield Airport Liquor. You can find the hardest fine wines, beers, spirits, you name it. Go and see Jamie. Go and see Sam. They help you. They even give you tastings. It's terrific. So your life's better with Powers.
Yeah. Here's one thing that he's done that no one else will do. He's a 36ers championship player as well.
I was there that night.
And a Port Adelaide 04 Premiership player.
I was there that night.
Mighty. I was at the 04 one. No worries about that. We've got Port's team very shortly. Stay with us. And if you're at training, we'd still love to hear from you. Lines available. Hello, Jesse.
How you going, guys? Guys,
Jesse.
did anyone mention that we've actually, only 3 weeks ago, we beat them by 50 points?
Yeah,
we are playing at home.
Yep.
We are meant to be confident. I really hope that Arazzo plays. Guys, I don't fear GWS. Let's make this very clear. I said we played them 3 weeks ago. We beat them by 50 points. We can beat them again.
Absolutely, Jesse. Got to take that into the game with confidence. 51-point victors. And I think even Adam Kingsley sounded like he was a bit conscious of that last game.
God, he might have as well. We're going to take a break. We're going to come back with Port Adelaide's team, but time now for the traffic.
A Rowey car has gone into a barrier, Mount Barker Road at the bottom of the freeway, left-hand lane closed there. Tonsley, breakdown on the Southern Expressway near Ailofts Road, while at Valley View, road plates in use due to a hole in the road. That's on Grand Junction Road near Pools Drive. Slow at the moment, Main North Road at Enfield with a camera, Woodford Road at Elizabeth North. Amart's multi-buy deal is on now. Save 20% when you buy 4 or more full-price items store-wide, including lounges, dining, bedroom and more. T's and C's apply. Stores open late tonight at Amart. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show. It's the biggest show in September, and 5AA has your chance to get there in style. Listen to 5AA Breakfast all week from 6 till 9 for your chance to win exclusive tickets to the 2023 Toyota AFL Grand Final, including flights and accommodation in Melbourne.
And he kicks another one.
This will be an incredible football experience you will never forget. Win your way to the GF all week on 5AA Breakfast.
It always starts the same. I'm just going for a look. But a look quickly becomes Aussie-made steel, did you say? And, phew, hot-dip trailers. And before you know it, does it come in blue? When you hook up that new trailer from Adelaide Trailer Sales, the wind blows in your hair a little harder, traffic parts for you, and the world is your oyster. So come for a look at Adelaide Trailer Sales, Morford Vale and Bordertown. Aussie, built to last.
Thinking of painting and don't know where to start?
We do, because we know paint at Crowey's.
So, visit Crowey's. And while you're there, join Crowey's Club to get 10% off everything.
We know paint at Crowey's.
Want to see your bank account grow by $100,000? Get your Hospital Research Foundation home lottery tickets by midnight tomorrow, and you could be one of 5 winners getting a $100K payday. Every ticket stays in over 10,000 draws, including the $5 million Hyde Park Grand Prize. Get your tickets by midnight tomorrow. See full details at homelottery.com.au. That's homelottery.com.au.
Licence M14411.
It is 10 to 6. We've got the double to Port Adelaide v GWS. Saturday night. They're the last and greatest tickets in town. 82230000. We need 7 lucky callers for Timmy's Lucky 7 Port Double Pass. Get to it. 833000. We'll draw the name out of the barrel. I've got the numbers here. It's as simple as that. If I draw your name out, you win.
It's 1 to 7. First 7 callers through. Number comes up, you're a winner. Rightio, Rowey. When it comes to big cleaning projects, you can rely on the team at Exis. Now, that's spelled EXIIS. They are South Australian owned and operated. You'll find Exis at work in restaurants, pubs, supermarkets, aged care homes, hospitals, wineries, including food manufacturing. As well as all that, they're proud to be a broadcast partner of the AFLW. So they look after Sam Tugwell with Jenny Williams when they call every Crows and Port home game here in Adelaide in the AFLW. So it's a big thanks to the Excess Tim.
They're terrific. They're national now, and it's a South Australian company. It's amazing what the Excess team can get up to. It's best summed up as this. Pretty much everything that others won't do. They do the grunt and grind work, the difficult and dirty cleaning jobs. They're high risk, high level, confined spaces. They are superb.
So we're talking kitchen exhaust, cool room cleaning, HVAC, ventilation systems, pressure cleaning, gutter cleaning, and much, much more. So if your business requires a standard of excellence in all things cleaning and hygiene, well then get in touch with Exis, EXIIS, and go to exis.com.au, Australia's largest kitchen exhaust cleaning provider.
Get a read on today with The Advertiser. Catch up on breaking news and stories from Escape, Body and Soul, Delicious, plus sport and so much more. Visit theadvertiser.com.au today. We're for you.
Australia's largest indoor caravan showroom now has even more to explore. Come into Dave Benson Caravans to see the new range of Victory caravans, plus a huge selection of Essential, Highline, Network RV and Cub campers with new features and layouts. We have over 100 new and pre-loved vans and campers, all undercover and all ready for immediate delivery, so you can enjoy your next getaway straight away. See what's available at Dave Benson Caravans, 64 Grand Junction Road, Kilburn, or online at davebensoncaravans.com.au.
My new guy just gets why listening's important.
Hi, Anita.
Morning.
Ready for your hearing check?
Because our stores are run by local audiology professionals, they put your care first, which can make them rather popular. Specsavers, your care is our business.
With more stores close to home and everyday low prices, great food lives at Foodland, the mighty South Aussies.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
8 minutes to 6. Can you hear me? I hope so.
I can hear you.
We have tickets to give away very shortly to the double pass to the semi-final, Giants and Port Adelaide. We'll get to your calls in a sec, but the teams have dropped for this match.
Well, Charlie Dixon, Timmy G, is in.
He is
Travis
back.
Boat comes from sub, is in.
Correct.
Out, Dylan Williams and Jeremy Finlayson.
Correct, wait.
So that means at this stage, Marshall tick, Mackenzie tick.
At this stage. So they're on the track as we speak. So if they get through, that's the way they will line up. Stephen Caniglio in for the Giants. Out is Xavier O'Halloran. And Nick Haynes will be the sub, who's a great player.
Probably as good a team as GWS can put on the park.
Pretty good indeed.
Are you happy that Marshall and McKenzie got up? I mean, we're not
we don't know
PPT,
yet.
we don't know.
No,
but
100%, but we'll see. Absolutely, if they're fit, you're happy. But
so
if not,
Jed
don't
McEntee
play.
survives?
He did indeed. So
DBJ survives?
Yeah, he did indeed.
And the emergencies are Williams, Finlayson, Evans didn't get in, or Sam Hayes. So if there's no emergencies that could be defenders other than Finlayson, I think they're pretty confident those guys can come up.
Obviously come up.
Okay,
So
here we go. This
the
is for 2
competition-
tickets, Timmy. I'm going to hand you a number.
Yeah, you've done that. And the winner is, out of all our callers, it's number 6. Who's number 6?
Let's go to number 6.
Hello, is that Craig? Craig, you're number 6. Congratulations.
Thanks a lot, mate.
Well done, buddy. You are off.
Hey, great talk today as well, Timmy. And Curry Street.
I can't hear a word he's saying. Craig.
Oh, sorry, Craig.
Craig, are you there? No.
It's a bit.
No.
It's a bit rough, Craig. Yeah, but I think you said you saw me in Curry Street.
Can you hear me now?
There we go. That's better.
Gee,
I was on a video link, but yeah, great talk today, Timmy. Thanks a lot for that.
Oh, you were there. Beautiful. Excellent.
So what was it? Share with us. What was it, Craig?
So,
just a federal government agency. Timmy came to speak about health and wellness and looking after your mates and how to be positive. So it was
Well
great.
done.
well, geez, Craig, you've had a cracking day. Now you're going to the footy.
Yeah, that's cold. Thanks a lot, Timmy.
Hey, Craig, the
Good
most
work,
important question. Are you pear? Are you pear? Teal or are you orange?
No, definitely teal, mate.
Good man.
Yeah, on you,
Well
Craig.
done,
Well done,
Craig.
mate. Good day. And power positive thinking. He's won.
Now,
well
are we
played.
going to give another double away tomorrow?
Tomorrow we will.
And we've still got the Weber Q.
Still
Baby
another
Q.
half an hour to
Yep,
go.
I'm going to cut up the names and throw them in that bucket that you've got there, and we'll pull one
here?
out. Yeah, and we got Karen who's
Hey,
going to come
Karen.
on board. G'day, Karen.
Hello, how are you?
Excellent. Who are you going for Saturday night? Are you going to help me out, or are you going to be with this orange fruit chop?
No, Timmy, I'm going with the pear.
Good on you.
Port
Well
Adelaide.
done.
Yeah, good girl. I love it. Beautiful. You're going straight in the
Oh,
draw
good.
now, Karen. Straight in the draw for the
beautiful.
baby Q. Well played, mate.
you.
Excellent. All righty. See, we're getting some momentum. We're getting there. Beautiful. And the other game, of course, don't forget the other game that's going to be played.
Well, let's go through
Carlton
that.
and Melbourne.
Just one in for Carlton, Matthew Kennedy. Harry Mackay's out.
They reckon injured. Jack Martin, of course, suspended.
He got suspended.
But Harry Mackay injured.
And Melbourne?
Would that
was
be
it for
that
Melbourne?
clash that he had? That was it concussion or was it the sternum that he hit in that clash? I couldn't work it out. I
So
couldn't work
Angus
it out.
Brayshaw's
Anyway, he's out. Yeah.
Gibbons out. Laurie's out. Van Ruin's out, suspended. Tomlinson, Spargo, and James Jordan in. God, I can't pick that game either.
Gee, there's some outs for Melbourne, isn't it? That's a bit
God.
concerning.
Hello, Ross.
The Blue Baggers.
Hey, boys.
Hey, Ross, which way you going, buddy?
Chill. And for the biggest chill statement, let's start Travis Boak and the centre bounce. Siren goes. Travis Boak in the middle, especially after all this rubbish this week with
spot on.
uncertainty. Have a statement.
Make a statement.
You know, Rosie Butters, Boak, and really make a statement.
Don't mind that.
Well done, Roscoe. You're in, mate. We're putting you in the
I
bucket.
don't mind that
Yeah.
at all.
Beautifully
Mate,
done.
there's things we know about Boakey. He's a warrior. He's a proud man. He's a competitive animal. And he stands up in big moments in big games.
Yep, spot
I'm
on.
so glad they've taken him from the sub onto the field.
Spot
Let's
on.
hope it's not his last game.
I did it too in my selection.
Thanks,
Tyrone.
Ross.
G'day, Tyrone.
G'day, boys. How are you?
Excellent,
Tyrone.
buddy. How we going?
Good, thank you. Look, I got no skin in the game, but the missus, she's got a very soft spot for Port Adelaide.
Okay.
So I tend to go for Port Adelaide too, because as the old saying is, happy wife, happy life.
Tyrone, you're a very wise man.
See, I haven't lived by that motto.
What do you
bugger
mean?
it.
Jody's
Happy
extremely
wife, happy life.
happy. Every time I see her,
30
she's
years
happy.
married.
Yeah, she's very happy. You know that.
Well, no, but I mean, I don't subscribe to that happy wife, happy life. It's
Well,
a duo.
you went on a magnificent cruise
You
together.
know, but
for
I'm
your
just saying,
30th.
you got to both make each other happy.
No, that's
So
true.
if Jody
That's
lets me
true.
fish, I'm happy.
Okay. All right. And does she?
No.
Well, you went fishing, got a bag full of whiting. Don't
No,
lie.
I'm going.
Telling
I'm
fibs.
off to Wallaroo this Saturday night. I'll be at the Cooper's Ale House, watching
nice.
Port Adelaide beat the Orange Tsunami. What? Okay. Hello, Rocky.
G'day, mate. How you doing?
So are you orange or are you teal?
I'm orange. You know, it's orange. Vitamin C is orange.
Yeah.
Now, listen. At the beginning of the year, I don't know, before they started or after they started, didn't know they said they can smell it this year. Didn't they? Or am I just imagining that?
I don't think it was that statement, Rocky. I think there was a few statements, but I think they avoided that statement.
They said they can smell it, but what I'm saying is, what do they smell?
Yeah, no, I know what you're thinking. I know where you're going, but no, I think there was a statement. This is the best.
What are they smelling?
This is the best squad that we've had.
What was Rocky alluding to there?
You know, smelling a premiership or smelling.
Oh, a horse and cart.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah.
Oh, God. 2 minutes to 6. Lines available, 8223 0000. Thanks to the Weber store down at Mile End. We have
draw
that
this
Weber
before
queue,
6:30.
and it's a baby Weber queue, Timmy.
Yeah, baby.
Everyone goes into the draw. They go into.
Yep. Got them all ready to go.
Somebody will win it. We'll take your calls after the break. 8223 0000. Time now for the 5AA news.
The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G.
Did you know home care packages are available to residents aged 65 plus in Adelaide? Janu are experts with over 30 years experience, partnering with local providers, helping you get the best value from your home care package and enabling you to maintain independence in your own home. To find out more about Janu's home care packages today or how to transfer your existing package, call 1300 558 368 or visit janu.org.au. Janu, supporting you your way.
There's one sign on Doothie Street Unley you must see. It's the Kirkbride seafood sign. It changes daily, from fresh crays to Atlantic salmon, King George whiting, garfish and SA King prawns. All sustainably fished and processed on site at Kirkbride Seafood. Not some faraway factory. It's a good sign that you're getting the best you can get and so close to the city. See what's on the sign today. Kirkbride Seafood, Doothie Street Unley, kirkbrideseafood.com.au.
Online, on DAB Digital Radio and on 1395 AM. Talking Adelaide. This is Adelaide's 5AA.
Clearing tonight, mostly sunny tomorrow, 21. With the 6 o'clock news, I'm Mel Usher.
Chipped windscreen? Complete Windscreens repair it on the spot. $99. CompleteWindscreens.com.au.
The road toll has risen following a crash at Salisbury last week. A pedestrian hit by a car on John Street last Thursday has died from his injuries. The man was 73. The driver of the car, a 70-year-old Gulfview Heights man, was not injured and is cooperating with police. The number of lives lost on SA roads this year now stands at 80, compared to 53 at the same time last year. SA's jobless rate has dropped to a record low of 3.6%, while the national unemployment rate remains at a 50-year low of 3.7%. The federal government says the latest job numbers show the resilience in the Australian economy. Treasurer Jim Chalmers says more Australians are in work than ever before.
There have been only 18 times in our history that unemployment's had a 3 in front of it. 15 of those 18 times have been under this Prime Minister and this government. The longest run of unemployment this low on record. This is a stunning outcome.
New figures show Australia's population grew by 563,000 in the year to March. The Bureau of Statistics says more than 400,000 were migrants and the rest births. It takes Australia's overall population to 26,474,000 people. Senior Voice opponent Jacinta Price says she's received revolting messages after her mobile phone number was published online. The Shadow Indigenous Australians Minister used a major speech today to urge all sides of the debate to show respect. Senator Price telling the National Press Club comments directed toward her and other No campaigners are not appropriate.
Myself, Warren Mundine, have been the subject of horrible racial vilification. Right up until my phone number, my personal phone number, was shared on Twitter yesterday, and I was absolutely bombarded with the most revolting messages.
Attempts to free a luxury cruise ship grounded in remote Greenland have failed today. Lizzie Pearl has the latest.
At high tide, a Greenland government research vessel had several attempts at pulling the Ocean Explorer off the ground, but she remains stuck. The cruise ship ran aground on Monday in a fjord in the remote Northeast National Park in Greenland. The Danish Navy is on the way for another rescue attempt. It's expected to arrive late Friday local time. For now, 206 passengers and crew, including 90 Australians on board, remain in good spirits. Sydney cruise operators Aurora Expeditions say the ship is in good condition.
Now turning to 5AA Sport.
The BMW Demonstrator Sale event is on now. Experience exceptional value at your local BMW dealer today while stocks last.
Port have named Charlie Dixon for Saturday's semi-final against Greater Western Sydney. He's been sidelined since round 20, recovering from a foot injury. Defender Trent McKenzie has also been named, and Travis Boak is back in the starting 22 after serving as the tactical sub last weekend. Jeremy Finlayson and Dylan Williams have been omitted but named as emergencies, so could be the sub, along with Francis Evans and Sam Hayes. Limited tickets are still available for the game. Well, it's round 3 in the AFLW this weekend. The Crows clash with Essendon at Unley on Saturday. Port will play their first away game of the season against St Kilda in Melbourne. Coach Lauren Arnell says there are 2 words to describe the clubs after they met in the pre-season.
Hot contest. Yeah, it's an area for us that we want to make sure we bring on the weekend. So we obviously played them here about a month ago in a trial game, and we had a nice little start against them, and I'm sure they weren't too happy about that, so it'll be a hot contest.
It'll be easier to watch the Women's World Cup on free-to-air TV when it returns in 2027. Some matches at the recent event were only shown on pay TV or streaming services. The tournament has now been added to Australia's anti-siphoning register, meaning free-to-air broadcasters will be given first dibs on the rights to show games. Now checking 5AA traffic.
Jayco Adelaide's Great Escape Summer Sale ends this Saturday. Don't miss incredible savings on all stock units.
G'day there at Urbray. Look out for a car which has gone into a barrier, Mount Barker Road at the bottom of the freeway. Left-hand lane closed at the moment. Tom's looking at a breakdown on the Southern Expressway near Ailifs Road. It's got pretty solid delays heading outbound, and Valley View road plates in use due to a hole in the road. Grand Junction Road near Pools Drive. Cameras Hanson Road, Wingfield, and Ridley Grove at Ferryden Park. For a limited time, get 3 months of Disney Plus for only $13.99. Get it all on Disney Plus. Eligibility criteria and T's and C's apply. Head to disneyplus.com for details. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Now the 5AA weather.
Get the Toyota Forklift Advantage. Visit toyotamaterialhandling.com.au.
Clearing tonight down to 11, mostly sunny tomorrow 21. The weekend, Saturday sunny 24, Sunday a sunny morning 29. Right now it's 27 degrees. Now let's hear what's happening on 9 News tonight.
Thank you, I'm Brenton Raglis. Tonight's headlines, the countdown is on to Port Adelaide's last chance at the finals. 3 Finks bikies have been charged over a cross-border meth haul. The Premier jetting to Asia to lure more international flights to Adelaide. Plus, North Terrace and the Parade in Norwood have been revealed as the city's crash hotspots. And don't worry, you haven't missed the news. Start over on 9 now, as soon as you're home.
No other beef comes close to tender whole Aussie beef eye fillet.
What about a beefcake?
No, sorry, Chad.
Oh.
Chin up. It's now only $29.99 a kilo at Aldi.
Chin ups? Awesome!
Aldi. Good. Different.
G'day, it's Rory Sloane. When you buy a Leader computer, you're buying a computer made in Adelaide. You're dealing with people that live in Adelaide. And when it comes to servicing or support, it all happens in Adelaide. Not overseas, not interstate. Leader don't have to send anything off for repair. They take care of everything here. So grow your business and get behind a Leader. Leader Computers, find your local dealer at leadersystems.com.au.
Every day, over 1,400 people join Australia's largest super fund. One reason why is that our size helps keep your admin fees on average 31% lower. Find your reason to join at australiansuper.com/join today. It's Australian, it's super, and it's yours. Average new members over 12 months to 30 June 23. Chartwest Super Fund Fee Survey March 23. Other fees and costs apply. Read the PDS and TMD at australiansuper.com.
Now, the art scene is booming with Aboriginal Indigenous art. Now, if you're looking to make a huge impression at home or in the office, a wise investment is contemporary Indigenous art.
Now, switch your ears on.
They're on.
We've got some beautiful pieces in our home, vases, art, paintings. Jodie loves it.
Yeah.
Loves it. Now, the art by FIVEAA, and she's been in there a number of times.
This is brilliant.
Has possibly Adelaide's largest range of affordable Indigenous original paintings on display at the gallery at 1070 or 1070 or 1070 South Road, Edwardstown. 1070 South Road, Edwardstown. Now you'll find some of the world's most recognised Aboriginal Indigenous artists.
Absolutely. I'll give you a few of them here. Teresa Baker Tunkin from the APY lands, Bernadine Johnson Khmer, Julianne Turner Nungaree, and over 100 amazing artists to choose from.
That is brilliant. So let Michael and Jed FIVEAA take you through their collection of original art as well as reproduction prints. Art by FIVEAA open 7 days at 1070 South Road, Edwardstown, making Aboriginal Indigenous art affordable.
With more stores close to home and everyday low prices, great food lives at Foodland, the mighty South Aussies.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
Nah, we're having a few technical difficulties here, Timmy.
We are. Look, 8 minutes past
And
6.
some may say Sam's microphone not working is a good thing.
Maybe.
No, I wouldn't say that. Oh, no, Sam, you're back.
I don't know what's going on here.
No, we're having a few technical difficulties, but under pressure we tend to rise, Timmy.
Absolutely.
It's a bit like you've taught us that being our team captain.
Correct.
Don't ever have it outdoor, just rise.
Like a phoenix from adversity. Here we go. Watch all the action from Rugby World Cup 2023 on the home of Rugby Stand Sport. Every match ad-free, live in 4K, Ultra HD and on demand. Includes full replays, mini matches and highlights of every game.
Well, Timmy, we do love the Wallabies. The Rugby World Cup is well underway in France, Paris. We play Fiji in Game 2 on Monday, and joining us is former Wallaby Morgan Tuanui. Morgan, well done. We beat Georgia 35-15.
Oh, a win is a win is a win, isn't it? And that's what the Wallabies needed. It was actually a pretty good performance. Georgia, I suppose the big thing is that they're no mugs. They're the top of the sort of second tier of Six Nations in rugby in the Northern Hemisphere. They'd only lost 2 of their previous sort of 14 games. So while people go, oh, Georgia, geez, they're not known for rugby, but they've got a good forward pack and they've got lots of guys that play professionally in front. So there was quality in the performance for the Wallabies, and they just needed a bit of validation for what they've been working on. So definitely a positive start for the Wallabies.
Eddie Jones' first win, let's call it his second coming. What impressed you, Morgan?
I think they were mature. I think, in a game like that, sometimes maybe you think, oh, we should throw it around and do this, but they dominated territory and they dominated possession, which is what you need to do at this World Cup. The teams that did well on the weekend, no matter who they played, were the ones that played the game down the right ends of the field. So I thought the selection of Ben Donaldson at fullback to complement Carter Gordon at fly half worked really well. 2 guys that controlled the game. And the game was never in doubt. The Wallabies were always going to win, and so they can take a lot out of that.
I was having a look at our draw prior, and I thought, well, there's some games in there that, you, like you said, you think you might be able to get through, but they're not going to be easy. And the next one won't be easy either. Fiji, they only just went down to Wales.
Yeah, that's exactly right. We looked at the draw probably a couple of years out and thought, gee, we've got a great run through. But the way teams have gone, Fiji, they're always a great World Cup team, because what's happened to them previously is all their players have been spread to the winds around the world, so they never get time together. So a World Cup means that because there's time before a World Cup to prepare, they always do very well. The other thing is that those that support rugby will see that they have a team in the Super Rugby competition, the draw, and so about half of their squad play together week in, week out. So this is the best chance Fiji have ever had to go deep into a tournament. They probably should have beaten Wales last week, and so they'll be stinging from that. So this is definitely not a gimme. The great thing is that if the Wallabies win this game, they are in the quarterfinals. It's just a matter of whether they go through seeded first or second.
Yeah, right, because they then have to play Wales and Portugal to finish it off?
Yeah, that's it. They'll beat Portugal. Portugal were the last team to qualify. I actually was lucky enough to commentate their qualifying game. They're a great side to watch and fun, but they won't pose a problem to the Wallabies. So if Australia beats Fiji, because Wales have beaten Fiji, then Australia and Wales will be guaranteed being first and second going through. Then we play Wales to see who goes through first.
Has Tanulia Tupou done his hammy? He's one of our gun front rowers, isn't he?
Yeah, he had a bit of a niggle. I think he's got some soreness in calf and a bit of It's a funny word. They say hamstring awareness. Now, like when you feel a bit tight, you're a bit aware of what you footy boys will know. They keep saying that every time in the AFL medical reports. I actually said it on air once, and I got text messages saying, "What's awareness mean?" But
come on, Morgan.
He's hugely important.
Yeah, don't take our language
about those sorts of things. Exactly. So he's hugely important for the Wallabies, both at scrum time, which is going to be important in every single game, but also his ability to carry and be physical. So that's why he was managed this week. The Wallabies do get 2 prop availabilities back, James Slipper and a young Pone Falmasili from Melbourne. They've both been on the injured list. They're available this week. So we'll see what happens there.
I was going to ask about James Slipper. He'll definitely play, will he?
Yeah, I had a chat to him on the sideline on the weekend, and he said he'd be available this week. So the old boy, he's going to be back.
And Morgan, how's the French beating the All Blacks?
It was a great game of footy. It was probably one of the best games I've ever been at. The atmosphere was amazing to have 79,000, almost all of them French people cheering their team. It was great. The noise in the stadium was great. It was the easiest commentary I've ever had in a game because you could have just not said a word the whole time and just let people listen to the crowd. It was brilliant. I think some people might have preferred that with some of the commentary that happened around the place. But France looked good. England were better than we thought. Argentina, they put them to the sword quite easily when reduced. England had 14 men for about 76 minutes the whole game almost and still won. Ireland were great. So some of the big teams were good, and South Africa too good for Scotland. So some of the big teams were pretty good. New Zealand probably the only ones that didn't quite get the start they wanted.
And the French are walking around with their baguettes out this week. They're that confident because they beat New Zealand or what?
Oh, the bandwagon's well and truly on in France. They're excited for the World Cup. It's their best chance ever to win it at a home World Cup. And then beating New Zealand, the funny thing about the French is the whole thing about pressure. Winning has put, confidence in their team, but more pressure. Now the expectation in France is huge. They just think, well, we're going all the way now. So it's how they can deal with that throughout this 8-week tournament.
Yeah. I don't think we get how big it is, this game. I mean, I do, because we love our Wallabies. We always pack the joint out here. But this is massive, Morgan, isn't it? So the French are getting in behind them?
Yeah, it is. I'll put it this way, boys. No one here's talking about the Maynard Brayshaw incident. Even though I know it, no one's too worried about what Eddie Maguire's saying afterwards and things like that. But look, it's an international sport. We saw it with the Matildas in that Women's World Cup. You can imagine it's the scale that it can get to when the home side does well. So as they continue to go deep within France, it's going to get bigger and bigger. It's just a massive event, absolutely massive. And it's great for rugby fans. They're all the Wallabies fans. I'm based in Lyon, which is an hour up the road from where the Wallabies are playing St Etienne this weekend. And Wallabies fans are slowly coming in. People are coming out of the woodwork. Oh, are you in Lyon? Let's catch up. Let's catch up. So the struggle, gentlemen, is not commentary. It's the eating and drinking that goes on through the week and trying to not put on too much weight before the game.
None of those croissants. Yeah. Hey, Morgan, great cross. We'll keep in touch, mate. Get them up versus Fiji Monday.
Thank you. Great to chat.
Great work. Morgan Tuanui there. Go you Wallabies. Hamstring awareness, you know where that's come from. Yeah. The man for a crisis, Neil Craig.
Of
course it is.
I didn't know that.
Of course, well, he's over there. Neil Craig's the PPT. He's the head man. He's Eddie's right-hand man.
About that, yeah.
The man for a crisis. Get him up, Craigie!
I'll have to get on Stan Sport and try and find him.
Stop it. Great work. Morgan Tuanui, our guest.
He was terrific. I love that chat. I'd have him on again, Ro, if that's all right with you.
No, we will, because that World Cup, we might be up to our eyeballs.
Hopefully we keep winning and progressing. Hey, mate, we've been asking all afternoon about, who you're going to support. You're going to be on the teal team or you're going to be on that orange team?
Oh, no.
You know, that mob? Yeah,
Which team
exactly.
am I on?
Well, you are definitely on the orange team and I'm on the teal team, but we'll find out where are you on, Mark?
I'm a Crow supporter.
Yes.
But I'm a South Australian first, and I will be following the Power just like I did in 2004. My mum was a long-time Power supporter before she passed away, and I managed to trick Russell Ebert into wishing her a happy birthday when it wasn't a happy birthday. And I will barrack for the Power no matter who they play. It'll be Crows first, Power second, interstate teams third, F the Victorians.
Most people are like that, Mark. Well done.
That is in memory of your mum. Thanks for that, mate. Let's go to Donna. Hi, Donna.
Hi.
What are you doing this Saturday, Donna?
I'm going orange all the way.
Go on. Sing it with me, Donna.
Because I'm an Essendon fan.
Oh,
Bombers fan, really?
Yes, and we went over to Melbourne to watch the Bombers versus the Port game.
Oh, yeah.
And they all rubbed it in when Dan Houston kicked that goal of the year to win it.
Oh, the siren one.
Yeah, well, bugger them, Donna.
Yeah.
It was, and my partner and my two kids are rubbing it all into me, so I would really love just to rub it back into them.
Well, there's the incentive.
Thank you, Donna. Great work.
Understandable.
Steve?
Let's go to Steve. G'day, mate.
Rowey, Tim, how are you? I'm a 31-year Crows member, but a bit like the caller a couple back. I've got a lot of mates that are Port fans. We knocked over the Power a couple of times this year. I'm in for Port this week.
No, well done. I must admit, I am a little bit torn because I do have a lot of mates, a lot of family members that are Port. I sit next to one here.
Nanny.
A Port great nanny. And I think, but you know what? When I really cut it all back, bugger them. Hello, Marco.
Hello, boys.
What do you reckon, Marco?
Even though I want the orange, but my money's going on the till.
You're on the till?
Say,
really?
For the last 5 games, Port's pretty much won 4, pretty easy. Don't think GWS have beat the Power since 2019. That was by 1 point. And don't forget the GWS coach, former Power.
Yeah.
Premiership player. I don't think he'll mind losing this game.
Yeah. All right. Well done. Thank you, Marco.
He's worked through that one, parallel. Thank you, Marco.
His money's on, Port. That's the big one.
That's it.
When you put your hand in your pocket and you put your cold heart out there.
where it counts.
Hello, Brad.
Yeah, good evening, young Rowey and Timbo.
G'day, Brad.
Yeah, well, I admire you, Rowey. You're wearing your heart on your sleeve and you're saying, as you call it, you're going for the high-vis colours there.
Yeah.
Now, I'd like to turn it around a bit there, turn the tables a bit there, Timbo.
Yes.
Now, if it was the Crows in this position, now forget all your silly jokes and your laughter.
Yep.
Be honest.
Yep.
Who would you barrack for?
Neither.
The Crows or... Eh?
Neither. Wouldn't have an interest. Wouldn't have
Neither?
a slight
Yeah,
regard
yeah.
for it. No, none.
Yeah, okay, you're a bit like me. I'd rather go down to the local accountant society and read the barcode collection.
Oh, Brad, good man. Each to their own. Here's one of my favourites, Prashan. How are you, mate?
Brad, that was a ripper. I love that. The barcode collection.
Hello, Timothy Geneva and Stephen Fisher-Rowe.
Yeah, there you go.
G'day, Prashad.
Yeah, I'm a neutral SA supporter.
You are.
I'm a Cross supporter, you know that. But I won't open my champagne when Orange score 20 goals. I will not cry when Teal lose. I will wait 120 seconds before I celebrate afterwards.
Well done,
Prashan, I was going to get
That's
that.
a Crows man.
Once the summer hits, we were going to set up that chess game. I'm
We'll
not
do
sure
it.
I will now.
Yeah, no, we will do it.
Yeah.
Prashan, love you. Good man. Hello, Sonia.
Hello, how are you?
Hi, Sonia.
Hello. Definitely Teal all the way, no doubt about it.
Well done.
But I'd just like to say that some of these people who are saying they would never, ever, ever barrack for Teal, well, there's a Port player who's a coach and there's Brett Montgomery, Port player who's also heavily involved, so you can't say you're not backing for any Teal there.
Thank you,
There you
Sonia.
go.
I see what
There
you
you
mean.
go.
Yeah, a little bit of influence
You
on
can't
the other
lose.
side.
What Sonia's saying is you can't lose then.
Well, that's it.
Two premiership players.
I like it.
with
Let's
the
go
orange.
to Anthony at Osborne, right on the peninsula. G'day, Ant.
Yeah, g'day guys. How you going?
Good,
Great
buddy.
show. Our neighbours are mad Port supporters, and they're great people. So it's Port Adelaide all the way this weekend, and I do not want to see the cup going to any of the eastern states. So come on, the Power.
Excellent, Ant.
That's
Thank
a
you for
South
that,
Aussie.
mate. And he's on the
That's a South Aussie.
heart of the peninsula here at Osborne. You beauty. Let's go to Richard at Banksia Park. G'day, Richard.
Hey, g'day, guys. Just picking the two teams. I'm going to the Orange guys.
Yes.
And also, just about the Port supporter that rang up a while back about the Crows, the only South Australian team to get the wooden spoon.
Uh-huh.
Just remind him that we're the only team, South Australian team, that got back-to-back.
That's true. Richard, great comeback.
And also 3 AFL women's premierships.
Yeah, and the better one. What happened in 07 and We didn't lose a grand final by?
Yeah, over 100 points.
119, Richard. You're a star. Richard, well done. Cop that sweet and play fair. I'd rather win the wooden spoon than lose a grand final by 119 points.
All right, good. You can have that.
That's a
done
stirrer.
deal. Thank
Hello,
you very
Darren.
much. G'day, Darren.
Dazza!
Boys, there you go.
Good, buddy.
I tell you what, since 5 o'clock, the Port fans have fought back. It might be nearly
I tell you what, Rowey.
Yeah.
I tell you what, Rowey.
Yeah.
You and your fruit tingle mates can get stuffed. We don't want any of your support in the orange. You can blow it out your pipe. And you know what else I say? I agree with Barnesy. Get lit.
Yeah. See, Darren's old school supporter. He gets
I love
it.
that. That's gold.
Unlike,
Well, we've had
you
a
know,
lot of texts.
he
in the
gets
same
it. I
vein.
love that. You
Unique
can
home
go
style.
get lit, Rowey.
Beautiful. Let's get
Well
the last
done,
one.
Darren.
Paul at Pennington. G'day, Paul.
G'day, gentlemen. I'll tell you what, you guys are cracking me up tonight. Look, it's pretty simple. Like the Millwall Football Club in England, their catch cry is no one likes us, we don't care, and that's what us Port supporters are like. We couldn't care less what anyone thinks about us.
Yep.
We just are who we are, and we support our team, and, it's just... We live happy in the fact that we know that we live in the head of Crows fans, because you guys always have your opinion about what colours we want to wear, what Guernsey we want to wear.
Yeah.
And we love it the fact that we live in your heads rent-free, 24/7, 365 days a year.
Can I
Enjoy
admit
your finals,
you do,
enjoy
Paul?
your finals, Crows, because you're not in them, sorry.
Yeah, we beat you twice in the showdowns. But, Paul, you do live in my head. That is so true. I've got to get over that.
Good call.
That
Paul.
is a good call.
Well, that's why when I think it was Brad asked me
Well
about,
done.
who would you support? Well, nobody. If it was two neutral teams, I don't care. Simple as that.
Now, what we're going to do...
I've got to cut these names up, get them all ready.
We're going to
Quick
go
break,
to a break.
and then we come back with the winner.
When we come back, you're going to see the all-new Weber Q at the Barbecue Adelaide Weber store, Jeps Cross and Mile End, and prepare to get lit. Somebody's going to walk away
with a baby Q.
Baby Weber Q.
The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G. 5AA, Adelaide's #1 station for sport. Thanks to Rossdale Homes, home of the absolute fixed price contract. No builder's variations, no nasty surprises.
Thinking of getting a solar battery? Well, sadly, they're not going to get cheaper like we thought 10 years ago. But the ability to pay them off is incredibly easier now than it was back then. I recommend getting in touch with NRG Solar to get a battery for your home with a 10-year warranty, blackout protection that will save you thousands of dollars, all visible on a simple-to-use app. Enjoy the feeling and benefits of owning a solar battery sooner. Visit nrgsolar.com.au.
Mum? Dad?
Hey, honey.
I've met someone. Oh, my God. Is he a doctor? A lawyer? Is he a surgeon? He's a concreter. From Adelaide Exposed Concrete.
But why? Didn't you say so?
At Adelaide Exposed Concrete, we're committed to the highest standards of service, design and workmanship.
Finally, we've got a concreter in the family.
Adelaide Exposed Concrete. Best on ground, all year round.
Now, it's one of the hardest and most complex decisions that you'll have to make, and that is deciding on the future well-being of your parents.
You've had to do it. I'm close, going to have to. Thankfully, you can find all the information you need in one place. It is the 2023 Aged Care Guide.
This will be a terrific thing, something that I know that I wish that we were able to access a few years ago. It's absolutely free, and it's got all the information on all the aged care homes, home care providers, placement consultants, my aged care information, including financial support services, to give you a better understanding of what the cost may be.
Well, exactly right. Plus a comprehensive list of providers for these services to enable you to choose the best provider that suits your situation. That is important.
Absolutely. Other features include types of care available, the ins and the outs of the short-term care, applying for funding and much, much more. So for your free copy of the 2023 Aged Care Guide, call 1300 186 688 now to have it delivered free to your door. That's how good it is. That number, 1300 186 688.
Are you ready for massive Mazda savings?
Mawson Lakes Mazda is having a huge demo clearance across the entire Mazda range. We are overstocked on current model Mazda demos that need to go. So be quick to snap up a demo deal in your favourite model and colour. There is no better time to take advantage of these amazing deals. Be quick, stocks won't last at these prices. Mawson Lakes Mazda, just a short drive from the city, Salisbury Highway.
Artificial intelligence, coupled with machine learning. This special and adaptable intellect can predict high-impact weather patterns. But weather patterns are redundant in an instant up 6-person tent for only $169. With insect-resistant mesh windows and a large front awning, it's special you can buy at the Aldi camping sale this Saturday. While stocks last, range differs between stores. Aldi, good, different.
Now you can meet Australia's top 100 innovators. Don't miss the List Innovators magazine to see which boundary-pushing trailblazers and business leaders have made the cut. Exclusively in the Australian and online this Friday. With more stores close to home and everyday low prices, great food lives at Foodland, the mighty South Aussies.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
Fun show.
Good fun.
Are you orange or are you teal? Just
Correct.
a little bit of friendly
Absolutely.
banter. The winner, see the all-new Weber Q at Barbecue Adelaide Weber Store, Jeps Cross and Mile End, and prepare to get lit. Barnsley's down there hosting now. Go and get a beer. They've got a tap running.
Correct.
Sausages in bread.
Yep.
He's a disco spinner, isn't he?
He is indeed.
Timmy, away you go. This is for a baby Weber Q.
And the winner is Brett from Hillbank.
Well done. Ready from Hillbank.
G'day, Brett. Have we got him on the line? We'll try and get him.
We'll try and get him. That's okay. He gets a baby Weber Q.
I think if I look back at my notes, I wrote down here. Let me have a look.
Quick.
Brett from Hillbank. Oh, he's told the story about 1989 being a North supporter, wanting to leave the ground, and then a magpie pooed on his shoulder. So that was a bit of a sad story for Brett, but a successful story now. He wins the baby Q and should be huge.
Get down and see Barnes. We're going to speak to Caroline Wilson for Harvey Norman after the 5AA News.
The 5AA Sports Show. Rowey and Timmy G.
Way back in 1974, Gliderol Garage Doors began manufacturing and installing garage doors in South Australia. A lot has changed since then, but our commitment to quality remains as strong as ever. We have garage door solutions of all kinds. Not only do we have traditional doors, our timber look or custom designer doors ensure your house will make a style statement. For a free measure and quote and helpful advice, give Gliderol a call, 1300 799 177, or go to gliderol.com.au.
The 48-hour event starts this Friday at Audi Solitaire. Unprecedented offers on select new vehicles in stock and demonstrators for immediate delivery. Visit Audi Solitaire before time runs out. The 48-hour event on this Friday and Saturday. Audi Solitaire, Blair Road, Hawthorn.
It is Smack-de-Doo-Dah Day on 6:30.
Correct.
Now, when it comes to all things tools for tradies and serious DIYs, which I think I'm one, it's all in one place. It's called Toolkit Depot.
Correct. Tools, equipment, safety gear, workwear, open 7 days and online, plus Toolkit Depot celebrating the opening of a new store in Seaford, and it's going to be this Saturday, September 16th.
You'll see Rory Laird there from 9 to 10.
How
There'll be
good.
food, drink, plus everything. Oh, yeah, honestly.
Going to be a great
Get down
day.
there.
Lots on offer. Depot dollars. Now, for every $2.50 that you spend at Toolkit Depot Seaford on the day, you'll get a $50 gift card voucher. How good's that to spend store-wide?
Well, remember, Toolkit Depot has a huge range of outdoor power equipment. Now, whether it's mowers, trimmers, chainsaws, it'll kickstart that spring project.
I've already started myself.
Have you?
Yeah, got out there and just started spraying the old weeds. I'm ready to go. I want to get outside. Check out the grand opening of another Toolkit Depot at 13 to 15 Seaford Road, Seaford Meadows, on Saturday, September 16th. Toolkit Depot, everything you need to get the job done.
Greater Super is made easier with UniSuper, now awarded CanStar's most satisfied customers for 2023. With a top-rated app and convenient locations around Australia, UniSuper makes managing your super simply easier, anywhere you go. All Australians can join in just minutes at unisuper.com.au. Look forward. Think great with UniSuper. Consider UniSuper's PDS and TMD on its website before making decisions.
You don't have to head south to taste your way around McLaren Vale. Just head north to your pals.
Sam and Jamie from Parafield Airport Liquor Store know every drop on the shelf. They can guide you through the McLaren Vale region all under one roof. Whether you're a weekend sommelier or just know you like reds, talk wine with your pals and they'll introduce you to their best McLaren Vale pals. Parafield Airport Liquor Store. Pals, next to Roulette's Tavern, Kings Road, Parafield.
With more stores close to home and everyday low prices, great food lives at Foodland, the mighty South Aussies.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
It's finals time. We love it. Caro rises to the above of the pack with this one. But Caro, let me start here. Good afternoon. Did the Flowers or did not the Flowers make the vase at Brayshaw's house when old mate went around there as a peace pipe type of thing, Caro? Now, come on.
What are we, American now? The vase. I think we call them vases, don't we, in this country?
Sorry.
Yes.
Well, I think you're asking me that question because Max Gorn, I think, said on a radio show in the last couple of days that he put the flowers in a vase.
Yes, he did.
Now, far be it